it's already on. Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Psyche here, and guys, today we're gonna be doing some more Top Survivor rank. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We just came back from Thanksgiving dinner. I had my Thanksgiving dinner like 4 hours ago at this point. I know, crazy, man. The turkey was ready really early. What's up, Sonya? Got Kaylin, Oka. We got Champagne. What's up? Lantern, right? Your Lantern, I believe. What's up, Lantern? Jojo, Fafnir, Nico, Oka. What is up, everybody? Maybe I should really invite some more people before we start. Oh my god, I hate how it always keeps going randomly back up. Okay. I hate how it randomly scrolls up, so I just have to tap on people. Because I think when a new person comes online or offline, yeah, it scrolls up to the last person you tap to, and usually I don't tap on anyone, so it just drags me all the way to the top. It's really annoying. Doesn't matter what friends list you used. If you use this one or the other one, at least this one I can tap as I go along, so I'm not gonna go instantly back up. I guess I may as well invite you. Talk later. Alright there, fella. Relax yourself. Okay. Alright, guys. Welcome, Sonya, Kaylin with the koala. Oka. Ooh, Binky. That's right, that's right. Guys, I was a little bit surprised when I logged in 10 minutes ago to find that there was a crossover. It is the alcoholic crossover, or as I like to call it, I call it the alcohol crossover. I might just call it the geisha crossover, because that's what it seems to be all about. So we're going to open up the geisha essence, and we're going to find out if we get anything good. We got, I believe, a geisha. I think that's a geisha. Yes, that is a geisha. So, the alcoholic crossover, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. Very random. As you guys know, personally, I don't really care about... Oh, you get 10 free essences? I didn't even know. Come here for 10 free essences. Come on, where are the alcoholic essences? Oh my. This is a crazy room you got here. There you go. Share with friends? Oops, yeah, I just saved it for no reason. Oh yeah, I get 1. Someone said I get 10. Okay, well there's my 1. We get another alcoholic crossover. Oh, I guess we'll never find out what we got. Hold up. Let's see what we got. Imagine like instantly closes it before I can see. Come on. SoulCandle, I know that's you, fam. It's probably not. Okay, just a portrait. Looks like a little girl portrait. You only care because the geisha's fine. Yeah, relax yourself. Hold up, are we gonna see Magnet Guy Band? Hold up, here it comes. Here it comes. Who's gonna call it Fool's Gold? What a lame name. Who named this guy? Pickaxe Man suits him better than Fool's Gold. Come on. For the longest time, I had no... People kept asking me, what do you think about Fool's Gold Psyche? What do you think about Fool's Gold Psyche? I kept thinking they were talking about the skin name for the S skin. Until he released. I'm like, oh, he looks pretty cool. I didn't tell them anything about what I think about his gameplay, because I thought they were asking about the skin. Oh, that skin looks pretty dope. I like it. I like what I see. Oh my god, these people playing Gardener. Well, I mean, I guess she's always been playing Gardener if she has like 7th badge, but I really hope I don't see more Gardeners just because people are playing Gardener in tournaments. That's not how it works. Thanksgiving is British? I thought it was American. Well, it was British, residents who, invaded. Not yet. It didn't invade America yet. Moved into America. And, the Indians, they're Native Americans, technically, but they call them Indians. Went ahead and... Well, I don't know exactly what the history was, but eventually there was some Thanksgiving, of gratefulness. They helped him out during the winter or something like that, and then the guys were really thankful for it. The guys from Britain. So they had a big celebration. That is the legend, at least. And then they killed them all. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I hope I'm kidding about that. I actually think they might have. Anyway. Wow, that was a little bit sad. That took a dark turn. Alright. Meanwhile, in Ohio, the video camera is glitching out. The hunter is, I think it's a feaster, but I'm not sure. I saw their shadow for like half a second. Oh, I should have checked for a cipher here first. Instead, I'm wasting time running away from a cipher. Typical Psyche stream on that. Alright. Actually, I think it was the Spanish who invaded that specific area. Oh my god, Oka, come on. We talking about Thanksgiving lore? Yes, Thanksgiving lore. We're talking about Thanksgiving. Is it actually a beaster? Was I right? I saw some very thick shadow. My first initial thought is beaster. Beaster it is! Look at that. Years of identifying shadows. That was crazy. That's crazy. I wasn't able to identify what skin, unfortunately. Usually, I can even identify their skin, so... Wasn't able to go that far this time, but it's okay, next time. Next time we'll get the skin. I'm moving the wrong side of my hair. Okay. And that's just nice. Corn! Yo, happy Thanksgiving, Psyche. Glad to have been your friend for a while. Thank you, Snapple. Thank you for coming over here as well. It's been a long time together. Whoa, it sounds kind of romantic when you say it like that, but I appreciate you being here. 69% deco without even trying. Did you celebrate Thanksgiving, Psyche? Yes, I did. We had dinner like 4 hours ago. At 3 o'clock, I know. Dinner at 3 o'clock. Don't make me talk about it. Let's see, I don't want to explain it every single time. Don't get me started. Are you really gonna go rescue? See, this is what I love about people. They're like going in the direction of the chair and then they just change their mind. I mean, at least he changed their mind. Other people just straight up keep going after it. Which is crazy. Alright, Gardener is on chair for quite a bit. We came a little bit earlier than I expected, but it's okay. It's possible she's running maybe snooze on there. Combined with her chair timer, so she's on there for 19% instead of... Okay, we're just gonna go for the rescue. We have to. Because there's no way we're dodging 2 tentacles. Alright, but here's a fun fact about Feaster. If you just spam the rescue button, you'll always make the rescue and there's nothing you can do about it. His animation to shoot a tentacle takes too long to shoot a second tentacle. Or to swing at you. So in either case, you're gonna be able to rescue in time. We do need to start another cipher though right away, preferably away from Gardener. I know there's a cipher here for a rescuer. I hear that I doubt anyone has been doing this game. I wonder if we should destroy this tentacle, because it might reach that pallet if someone goes for that pallet, but I hope not. I have a feeling it's just out of range. So, destroying it would be a little pointless. I hope. I'm not sure, honestly. Alright. I farted. Happy Thanksgiving, Cygnus. You're welcome, Sniffle. A beautiful greeting from Sniffle, as always. Welcome. Alright. Oh no, just rescue. You see, that person right there doesn't know that you could just spam the rescue button. When you're... listen. If you got hit far from chair and then you couldn't rescue, I understand, alright? You couldn't spam the rescue button. But when I see people rescue and then get off of chair, what are you getting off of chair for? You're just letting him hit you now. I swear, man. Some people just don't look at a hunter. They don't play the hunter. They don't play the hunter enough to be like, wait a second, why can't I swing? I'm trying to swing and it's not letting me. And then that's when they're like, oh, so that's why I'm able to do like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast hits them. If they were to just play the hunter, they would know what it's like to play the hunter. Because a lot of people don't realize that it's not as simple as knowing what the abilities of the hunters are. This is why I never rate a hunter. Like, people always ask me, like, what do you think about this hunter? Before they ever come out. And I never give them a rating about it. I can maybe tell them about combos for their ability and, like, what they might be used for. But I never tell them how good or bad the ability is. Because instead I always tell them, I don't know. Because it depends on their cooldown. So let's say the survivor dodges it. Alright? Let's say the survivor dodges it. How long are you going to be waiting for that cooldown? How likely is it for that ability to get the hit? This all depends on maybe their cooldown, maybe how many times it can use the ability. This is stuff that's not given to us, by the way. It also could just depend on when you return the ability or when you perform the ability. How long does it take before you can swing again? This is like a very common question that BM value that just to get to 600 points. I think I anyway already got the 600 points without having to do that. But that is a big thing. That is a big deal. That when you use the ability and when you drag the ability back to you, or maybe after you perform using the ability, and let's say they dodge it, how long does it take for you to do another of that ability? Or if you can't do another ability, then how long does it take for you to swing? This is stuff that the devs don't say anything about. There is nowhere to put it in there. Like, Violinist says that when he performs a string music note, that string music note stays good for like half a second. First of all, it doesn't even say that. It says only immediately. So that's like a nice helpful bonus with Violinist when people go against Violinist that makes them a little bit better than people realize. What they don't realize that makes Violinist bad is because of something it doesn't say there. It also doesn't say that when you use the second violin note, you cannot swing for almost 2 seconds. That is killer, because when you miss, it means that every time you miss, you are unable to swing. So as long as the survivor dodges it and they just get out the way, they are perfectly safe, ironically enough. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, thank God he just swung at air. Oh no, SoulCandle's dead. But anyway. Oh no, he's dead! Anyway, I didn't mean for it to sound like that. But, okay, he's definitely gonna find me out here. But I would prefer to know where dungeon is. Just knowing which side of the map dungeon is on already helps a lot. So we already know it's on the other side of the map, which is a big deal. I have a feeling he's coming through the window. No, he's not. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Interesting. Interesting. We're gonna use this early. Dungeon is here. I came a little bit early in that case, but we have to assume that maybe this is not gonna hit him, unfortunately, but we're gonna have to hit him with the second watch. Oh, did I not use it? Oh, I did use it. It's just that glitch. There's a glitch with first officer. Well, I assume this is a glitch because there's no way this is intended. When you shake the pocket watch, if he hits you the same time you shake it, it does not give you tie turn for some reason. So that's a glitch right there. I'm calling it a glitch because there's no way that's intended. It says nothing in the ability about that. That, oh, when you shake the watch, the frame you shake the watch, you're not gonna have tie turn. You guys saw me do it earlier on the rescue. I literally shaked it right before I got hit, and I was alive that time. So, one time I shake the watch immediately before I hit, I'm fine. The other time I use it, I'm not fine, you know. So, it's very cringe. But whatever. Alright. Girl speaks about that trash event. Which event? Mission 2 because I missed 4 days. I'm gonna say the same thing that someone in chat said. I don't understand these terms. Alright. I don't know what terms I was saying. Long story short is when hunters use an ability, some of them can swing right away after using it. Others can't, and that's what makes them worse than other characters, and it says nothing about that in the game until you play the character. That is the message. Coordinator with broken windows. I don't know if this is just people coming up with bad ideas. Yes, their ideas are bad. I don't care. I don't care what it sounds like. Their ideas are bad. I don't know if this is just people coming up with bad ideas, or they see tournaments people doing this and they don't understand why they're doing it. They think it's it's just a good strategy. And they may not realize that it's under very specific circumstances for very specific reasons. This is an awful spawn. But I guess SoulCandle's doing it so that little girl has a good person to teleport to. He really could have just done that on the side of me instead of in a corner so he doesn't put himself in jeopardy too. Because it would be just as easy for them to just spawn by him. But, yeah. Get your 10 free essences? I don't know how. I shared the event and I only got 1 essence. Anyway, you're not supposed to run Coordinator with broken windows, because there are much, much better options to run with broken windows. The reason people run broken windows Coordinator in tournaments is because of specifically Opera Singer, and that is not because Coordinator is a particularly good counter to Opera Singer. It's another Feaster. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the exact same one, because it's also the exact same skin. So yeah, not the best counter to Opera Singer. The reason you see her against Opera Singer is because there's literally no better option. I mean, you could try to use your ability efficiently, but it never works because Opera Singer has too much speed. She catches up too quickly. She just recovers from her abilities too quickly. I mean, when you have a hunter that has a 0-second ability cooldown, it's kind of hard to go any lower than that for cooldowns when it comes to abilities. So, for that reason, people figured, well, what's better than giving hunters a cooldown on their ability with your own ability? People realized that since you can't do that, they've just decided, okay, it's better off to just stun the hunter so they can't use their ability in the first place. Like, they have it, but they can't use it. That's the only reason people use Coordinator against Opera Singer, purely because Opera Singer is just too strong of a hunter, not a fully unfair hunter. But anyway, if you were to actually use Coordinator, there would be much, much, much better choices. I think we're just going to use a watch here. He has a lot of tentacles. I know that for a fact already. I hope he doesn't hit me. I should be out of range here. I am out of range. So I don't mind using a watch this early in the game. If this was earlier in the Kai, I would not do this. I would not use the watch right away for a couple of reasons. Oh my gosh, she's actually going after me. So we're actually going to get closer to him and then use the watch. So that way I have the 2-second cooldown on him immediately. Oh boy, I'm lagging. So yeah, I did have a feeling he would see me right away. Unfortunately, Josie does not think like I do and does not leave the Cypher as soon as they get a heartbeat, which is really annoying. So that's going to put her really far behind now. Him, her, I don't care. I'm just calling it her because it's Coordinator. But anyway. If this was earlier in the match, there's a couple things here. First of all, I know for sure Feaster is at 0 tentacles, which means I don't need to use an ability. I can for sure approach a pallet safely and I'll be fine no matter what. If I were to do the whole kite against Feaster, I would actually give myself a better idea of what to do, when to do it, because as I'm kiting Feaster, a glow, like a purple mist keeps surrounding him every single time he gains a tentacle. And then I'll use it to my knowledge. I'll be like, okay, I know I have to bait a tentacle here. I know I either have to dodge it or bait it or do something. When I start a Kai like that, when someone else just finished a Kai, I have no idea how many tentacles he has. I don't know if he has a tentacle up or is he about to get one. I don't know what's going on exactly when or what. So I'm just going to play it safe. We already got a lot of good decode time from SoulCandle, which means I'm just going to play it safe, or we're just going to use the watch right away. Because we're in the stage of the game where it's better to use an item this early. It's not the same skin, it's a different skin. My bad. I'm just not realizing. I'm not going to body block. She's fine. We have the Cypher. This is a horrible plan to go after me. Now she's just risking the Coordinator to be full health now. Honestly, if they want, they could pop right now and Coordinator will survive a tentacle hit. So that hit was kind of bad on me, at least if he hit the Coordinator. Oh no, I really hope they don't rush that Cypher, okay? I really hope they survive now. Okay, they do survive. Good job. That was really good. So she did use a page. Just may as well pop me, you know, if she's able to live. It's fine, go ahead, do it. The mistake I see is when people rush it and they have no, like, backup plan for what happens next. Why would you go in this direction, though? Why not, like, circle back to the other pallet, the other good pallet? Why would you come to me? You literally ran a bad pallet route and just came to me at the same time. Oh, man. It's so annoying when people do that. So whatever. It is what it is. Slow pallet breaking. He might vault go around. He did not go around. We're gonna have to see where dungeon is. If dungeon's not here, we're gonna have to take a weird route to gate. Because honestly, we could take a 50-50 per dungeon, but it's probably not a good idea. We could just walk past it like that. He actually kind of messed that up. That's out of range. Out of range and out of sight. We can actually go behind the tank right here, or any walls, to prevent a charge attack, and that'll do just fine. There we go. Titan hit for the escape. There we go. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get used to the fact that when first officer shakes his watch, there's like a frame where he's not actually with Tide Turner. And again, I don't think that's intended by the devs, but that is something to have to keep in mind about him, and could end up killing you. Really frustrating there from the little girl. She was doing the right route, and then she randomly, like, I don't mind if people kite there when I'm doing the gate, because the thing is that kiting area is kind of away from the gate. The hunter has to literally go out of their way to go out the gate. They don't just pass the gate at the same time. If you want to go after the gate, you literally have to leave the person at that kiting area. Oh, it is the same hunter. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. She's on the right route, and then she randomly comes to the bad route. And it's not a bad route because the gate is there. It's simply bad because regardless of whether the gate is open or not, it's just like, why? Why? You kill yourself and you kill me. Or potentially kill me, if I were to stay at the gate. Okay, someone is talking about 10 free essences, but I can't find them. I have not clicked on all this stuff to find out where it is. I've only gotten what? The one essence. I shared and I got one extra essence. Mr. Buttons, who are you again? I don't know who you are. She was right there. He just had to make a wish. Okay, good. Gotcha. So what people are doing... Okay. I'm confused. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Saying. I think I'm gonna die. Alright, I'll do the wish and we'll get it. You have a crocodile hand back scratcher, that's great. Josie Line, you brat. Is there some rivalry here with Josie Line and Mr. Buttons? Josie Line kind of underwhelmed. I miss Psyche. Welcome, Noah. I miss you too, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Alright. We're gonna get our 10 free essences next round. I'm gonna not start the match. If I remember, I'm probably not gonna remember. We'll see. Alright, there we go. The butterfly magically forms in the puddle of white stuff, and then we're able to start the match. Magical. Here we go. Who's the hunter, and is the hunter going after me? It is a hermit. And you know what? He might very well go after me, because I don't have a good ability. So I'm gonna play it safe. Act as if he wants to come to this area. He does not want to come to this area. So we're just gonna go ahead and do the cipher. Now, in case reception, he spawned by reception, it's very unlikely that he blocked reception, but no, there is no reception cipher. Alright, so we're just gonna not do it. Oh, my bad, the cipher was not blocked in the first place anyway. Well, not blocked, but connected is a better thing that I meant there. Blocking and connecting are two different things, because now that cipher block exists. Go play Dead by Daylight rather than this corny ripoff game. Listen. Dead by Daylight and this game are very different games. They're not ripoffs of each other. They are very different games. When they first started out, they had very similar hunters, but even the similar hunters had different gimmicks, like a different universe to say. Like instead of a Wraith, imagine a Wraith, but he can attack while invisible, but you get a heartbeat. So I like to think of it as different universes. Imagine like a hillbilly. I always say hilly-billy. Imagine a hilly-billy who had infinite controls. Like he could make the craziest 360-degree turns. No limit to his control. But at the same time, I don't even know if it's worth this rescue, but I guess we're gonna go for it. But at the same time, he cannot one-shot Rips. He can only do half damage to them. It's like a different universe. I actually don't even like Dead by Daylight. I have played Dead by Daylight, and I don't like Dead by Daylight. Because I don't like the way that every single survivor has the same ability after a while. I don't like that. I think it's really boring. Yeah, I don't think we're making this. Please swing. No, it's after half. Now we have to rescue. That's so bad. I knew we weren't making that too. And I went for it anyway. I'm so bad too. I knew we were making that too, and I'm like, oh, should we go for it? I'm like, oh, we should just go for it. No, you can't make that. You have to walk sooner. And I already knew that. If that wasn't Hermit, we would make it, but we have to consider the fact that we're gonna get stand still for 3 seconds. So. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Dead by Daylight. I don't like Dead by Daylight. I have tried it, and I just don't like it. I don't like that there's only like 4 abilities in the game. I don't like it that mainly only one of those abilities is good. And then there's like a toolbox, which is good only if you have certain add-ons. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I feel like there's a huge limit, a huge hole. Like they could fix it. They could add more items and make it more unique and do something to change it. There's a gap of stuff they could do there. But they choose not to. And so what ends up happening is you have this very, very thing where just all the survivors end up having the same good ability, or maybe not. Maybe they'll have different perks that combine better with that ability. And I like the idea of that. That is a cool concept. What I don't like is that after a while, as long as you grind the game enough, it doesn't matter what survivor you pick, because every single survivor has every single other survivor's abilities. There's no downsides. There's only upsides. And if you don't grind the game enough, or you don't spend blood points enough to upgrade your characters, then you're at a huge disadvantage over people who just have Dead Hard, I don't know, Adrenaline Rush, or like whatever the good abilities are. There used to be like an instant heal ability. Like there's always like this group of 4, 5, 6 abilities that are just always on top. And they've done a better job nerfing those abilities. But at the end of the day, same problem. At the end of the day, you have a lot of these characters that can just run the same stuff. And if we're playing at the highest level, I would not be surprised if all 4 survivors had those same 4 perks. And I just don't think it's fun at all. As Hunter, I don't think it's fun when every single survivor has like survivor abilities stolen from other survivors that they don't even own, but they can put on their character anyway because they grinded for it enough. I don't like it. I don't like it. Seki, would you ever try out Sanity Chase? Is it like another game? The only thing Dead by Daylight has that IDV doesn't is that they don't have Priestess. True, that is a big upgrade for Dead by Daylight, not having Priestess. Another thing I like about Identity 5 is that I feel that it's more fun to have extreme abilities. It's more fun to have extreme abilities for both survivors and hunters. It definitely does feel more fun when you first start out the game. Then for like a flashlight that can only be used in like literally one situation, doesn't even stun the hunter, only if they're picking someone up. Like it's unless they change something. Again, Dead by Daylight gets changed a lot, so maybe something changed here, but come on, let's be honest. Who doesn't like shooting a flare gun and the hunter being stunned for a very, very long time? Or who doesn't like playing a hunter who has the ability to just teleport across the map every 30 seconds? Like, that's really cool. They have hunters like that in Dead by Daylight, but to much smaller extents. Okay, we're just gonna let him rescue. My bad, Panda. I didn't see him ping earlier. He'll make it. Cheerleader will even survive because they both have blue polarity. He will die though. We just waste a lot of deco time walking there. Not a fan of Dead by Daylight. And I don't think they're the same game. This is not like the same thing, by the way. This is like completely different. Just a small thing. This is not like a big thing. And I kind of treat it as like different games at that point for that same reason. I don't like that the hiding areas in Dead by Daylight feel very iffy. I don't like that either. That's like another thing. We had to finish the cipher first if we want any chance. Because I doubt he's gonna pick up Cheerleader. No, he will though. He will because he sees me doing the cipher. But we kind of have to. Because if we don't get this last cipher done, then we're kind of screwed. At this point, we won't have time to do all that walking. But at this point, I'm not going to have time to do this rescue either. I'm going to get stunned 4 times. He just didn't have the stuns. Never mind. He didn't have the stuns to do it. I can't go for that rescue. Can't dodge that. I do like the hunters in Dead by Daylight. They are pretty cool. They are cool. I will say that. But just like imagine if every hunter ability could be given to another hunter. I wouldn't like that either. They have perks. I still don't like that every hunter can use every other hunter's perks and just use all the best hunter perks in one hunter with no downsides. I don't like that either. But at least the hunters have different abilities, which is what keeps it unique. If it weren't for that, then literally Dead by Daylight would not even matter what character you pick. It just mattered as long as you grind the game enough, you could just put any ability combined with any amount of characters, and like after that, the characters are just aesthetics at that point, which is what the survivors I think are. I don't know. I'm not sure. But from watching a couple, maybe not a couple thousand games, but I've watched a lot of Dead by Daylight games on YouTube. That's what it seems to be. And I played Dead by Daylight as well. That's what it seems to be, is that originally all your character perks start at level 1, eventually they're upgraded to level 3, and eventually you're able to use that on every character ever. All on the same character. When I first started playing Dead by Daylight, I liked the idea of it. I'm like, oh, each character has like 3 special perks, and there's also these other perks that every survivor can use. I like the idea. But then when I'm watching these YouTube videos of Dead by Daylight, and I see these endgame results, I'm seeing them carry abilities that are from different survivors on a survivor that it shouldn't be on. And that's when I realized, oh, they could just eventually buy these abilities on this character and then just combine them all together. So I've never had any interest to go further in Dead by Daylight. I wish the abilities were kept separate, so that you have to strategize and think, okay, which character do you want to play? Which is what Identity 5 is all about. And I find that really cool about Identity 5. Alright, I never finished out one thought. I don't like that the kiting areas in Dead by Daylight are not very good. They do kind of suck. Like, you're not going to be able to kite by yourself. And that I feel that's in part because the hunter abilities are much weaker. The hunter abilities are more weaker, so they don't want to add strong kiting areas. It just feels really sad to see good kites not last longer than like 60 seconds because their area just sucks. They just don't have much to work with. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. That's something I never really knew for sure. Like, I never knew for sure, do pallet areas change? Do pallets sometimes not show up in certain areas? I never was able to figure that out, but it seemed like when I watch YouTubers, sometimes they're like, oh, she thought the pallet was there, but it's not. And then when I think back in the game, I'm like, this hunter never broke the pallet, though, in that area, if there is a pallet there. So what is he talking about? Either there is a pallet or there isn't a pallet area. Do pallet areas just, like, teleport, change in different places? Oh, the essences, right. Let's go do that. Maybe someone could answer that one for me, because that one I actually don't know. What did it say? What did that say? maybe I should have read that. How do I get to essences? Alright. Find the alcohol essences. The alcoholic essences. Legend has it that the XXX in holic stands for ALC. We'll never know though. FNAF floor is just a mess. I feel like you can tell Scott Cawthon doesn't know where he's going either. I feel like he tried to put it more together in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. But when I one time watched a game theory video on the Five Nights at Freddy's lore. And what he was saying is that he was saying that actually, some of the Five Nights at Freddy's games happened before the first Five Nights at Freddy's game. And I'm like, really? Really? The establishment that started it all, apparently, is not the first one? I think it was something like super crazy, like one of the games happened before Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So then where did those animatronics come from if not for Five Nights at Freddy's 1? So, and that's, I'm sure he has an explanation for it, but at that point I'm like, no, no. I'm not saying that there has to be like, oh, I'm not saying 2 has to come after 1 and that 3 has to come after 2. But, if anything, Five Nights at Freddy's 3, that one maybe could be between Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2. Maybe. I don't know that for sure. But if I were to hear that, I'd be like, okay, that's not like far off, you know? I don't know. Maybe I am completely far off. But when you start saying Five Nights at Freddy's was not actually the beginning, I'm like, what? First game lore-wise, Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Believable, I suppose. But I don't know. There's a certain point where I just kind of got lost, and I'm like, I'm lost. I'm lost. I think I'm gonna stop right here, or something like that. Alright, not coming after me. I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels like it's super twisted in different areas. It's like, can you wear the anime for soft shirt, please? I used to wear it. Look, every single time I wear an anime skin, I feel like I, for some reason, do worse. So I just took it off at this point. Because I just hate looking at that thing. I hate looking at that thing. It's so ugly. It's unreasonably expensive. And it's nice that I got it for free, but no one's gonna know that. So I'm like, why am I even wearing it at this point then? They lost the plot hard with Security Breach. When Security Breach came out, I just accepted that as its own game. I wasn't even questioning the FNAF lore at that point. When I liked what they had going with the first game, the second game, third game, and the fourth game. I was into those games because the story was cool, the gameplay was cool, and it made sense. It kind of stick to the original idea without going too far off. FNAF 3 was definitely a little bit far off, but at the same time, you know, it makes sense. You know, lore-wise, it makes sense. Like, okay, he was like the murderer. I believe Springtrap was like Afton, I think. It's so confusing because if, believe it or not, it's not until I watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie that I realized these animatronics are working because of souls, the kids' souls. When I actually played the game and you play those mini games, even when I listen to like Matt Path explain on game theory, those like, oh my god, what are these flywheels? Why would you flywheel that? Just say save it for the snap or the trap. But anyway, oh my gosh, man, just makes you cringe to look at. But anyway, you hear him talk about it and like it doesn't make any sense. How can these robots have souls in them? Weren't they robots before they had souls and they didn't? Couldn't they have the ability to do this stuff before? I guess apparently not. Apparently not, I suppose. So I don't see any other explanation. Oh, come on. Oh well. Okay, we just have to do this. And hope he doesn't randomly run into me. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm still dead. I just realized he has full presence. That was so bad by me, but I just got so lucky there. I should have just gone to rescue immediately. That was so bad. That was so bad. I got completely lucky there. I'm just not focusing, but yeah. completely lucky there. Not to mention, I for some reason ran to the hooker, not realizing that they're gonna snap me. My head is not in the game. But anyway. Yeah, it's definitely confusing more. You also carry the walk faster to your chair perk. I don't know if it's all that helpful. Really, the only reason I run it is because I don't feel the other perks are that helpful on a rescue. Like, yeah, you can drop pallets slightly faster and all that stuff. When are you gonna get chased, though? Your abilities are so strong they can carry you by themselves. I just don't find that you need horsefly effect on rescuers. So, like, on rescuers, you could run horsefly effect. That's where the 15 points could go. If you guys don't want symbiotic effect, put it on horsefly effect. That's the next best thing. But come on, do you really need it? Is the question. Usually no. Usually you don't need it. Most times you're gonna kite so fine by yourself without that ability that you're rather off just guarantee that you're gonna get it before half, because there every once in a while, no matter how early you try to walk towards chair, they'll just be in one corner of the map and you're in the other. Okay, apparently this guy doesn't know his controls. Wait, there's no reason he should go over there. Oh, now I'm dead. Oh well. We're gonna hit him with a watch one more time though, so I definitely have the tie tuner effect. Okay, we have to hit him one more time though, otherwise I'm gonna run out of time. He actually messed up the trap anyway. And then I stepped in it anyway. But yeah, there's nothing I can do here. That would be a situation where a mercenary gravekeeper or every other rescue would be better than the first officer. Not much we could do there, really. First rescue I could do, definitely just run up to chair. That was my fault. This one, not really. Probably not gonna tie this one. Hello? I don't like when the game freezes like that for half a second. That's a lot. Yeah, William killed kids, stuffed them in suits. They brought back to life for revenge. And then there's this ball pit that lets you time travel. Listen, I wasn't paying attention to that part. These parts I was not paying attention to. Wait, was that in the movie? I don't even remember if that was in the movie. I don't think it was. Listen, I don't remember exactly, but at this point, I was looking more into the FNAF. I was looking more into the parts that was like, oh, this matches with the lore. I wasn't looking at all the parts that didn't match. At that point, I was confused as well. But I more focused on the parts that are like, oh, that's so cool. That's what Matt Powell was talking about. Now it all makes sense. That they don't want to be bad. They're just being controlled by this other guy. I'm not sure if that's the lore in the games. I'm just gonna go with it. But what I do know for sure is that the spirits of the kids make sense. You know, they are just kids. It makes sense that they stuff them in. Okay, that's how they never got found. That makes a lot of sense now. I was never able to really think how that makes sense in the past. He's definitely coming for me, and we are definitely dead. Like, that's just how this works. We can't survive 1,000 present spikes, and we can't survive full present spikes. That combination is just undoable. Combined with speed bonus, he has a lot of those at this stage. Maybe we can like fake him out, but no, we can't even like run to the side here to avoid the full presence. We're kind of trapped here. He doesn't even want to use the snap, interestingly enough. Doesn't even want to use it. The stupid box from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 that had a lock and you could never open it. I was really hoping that would have an ending to it. Damn. I remember it. Now that you bring it up, I do remember. I'm like, huh. There was this box with a lock on it, and they never addressed that. Anyway, long story short, I like what they were going with the 1st through 4th games. And then Sister Location came out. I'm like, this is weird. Where are we going with this at this point? Then there was Custom Night, which I appreciate. This is like kind of where in FNAF I kind of stopped looking at the lore, because the moment they released Custom Night, I'm like, okay, this is not about the lore anymore. They just want to put all the characters in one game, and that's awesome. I like that. I like that game too. I like watching that game and people playing it. That was really fun to watch people combine all the animatronics together and how like they don't play exactly the same. They have different mechanics. Some of them I feel they got kind of robbed out. They kind of got copped out of there. Everybody's like, what? Which one was it? I feel like the Nightmare Bonnie one. You just have to buy his plush or something like that. Like there's a couple where you just buy their plush and that's their whole gimmick, which kind of feels like a cop-out on their ability, but you know what? There's too many to go over, so I understand. But that's the part in the series where I just kind of stopped looking at the lore of the game. And then there was Security Breach. I never thought there would be another game after Custom. I thought Custom Night was the end-all, be-all, you know, here's all the characters I plan to add. I felt like it was Scott Cawthon's way of saying, these are all the characters I ever planned to add. Here they are now. And I'm not planning to make any more, right? And I thought, okay, there we go. Custom Night, all of them together. This is like one last reunion. Everyone is here, just like Super Smash Bros. And then the Security Breach came out. I'm looking at this. I'm like, what is this game? At first, I thought it was I always thought it was a fan game. For like the first week, I thought it was a fan game. And then I had people asking me, Saki, you ever gonna try Security Breach? What do you think about Security Breach? I'm like, you mean that game that I saw my recommended? I'm like, oh, that's a real game? Scott Cawthon made another game. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, let me check it out. And it was like this weird open explorer. I like the idea. I love the idea about the open explorer. And then I look at it, I'm like, who are these dudes? What is this weird crocodile looking dude? Why is there a animatronic that's like friends with you and then sometimes wants to kill you? Like, I saw a different video where he literally was trying to kill you. If you do something wrong with him, he kills you and it's game over and you have to redo it until you fix him properly or something like that. I found that so weird. I'm like, I was like, no. In my head, I'm like, no, you can't have one or the other. You can't have one or the other. You have to have one or the other. You can't have both. I mean, not like, god damn. It wasn't Scott. It was a different dev. Oh, my bad. Anyway, you see where I'm confused, right? It wasn't okay. So I'm just now finding out what's the Scott Cawthon. Official game, not by Scott Cawthon. Looks like a FNAF game. FNAF fan game isn't a fan game, but still not made by Scott Cawthon. Do you see where this is all confusing? I hope it is. I hope it seems cool. I hope it seems why it seems confusing. Corey Kitchen's beef with Monty was something else. Oh man, I stopped watching it long before that. My friends are playing what they are for. Well, we got pinned. Why is it asking me to change that? Am I really gonna play Rescue all stream today? No thanks. It was so rushed. I do hear a lot of bad stuff about the game. Like it's so good and so bad at the same time. Jacksepticeye talking to Freddy before Freddy just vanishes forever. I heard about bugs in that game where if you get soft lock, or you could get soft lock, or maybe there's like directions are really bad. Like there was this one section of the game. I didn't watch the whole video, but I was like watching a video where it's like Markiplier rages at Security Breach for like 40 minutes or something like that, or an hour. I don't remember. And there was this one part where he was stuck at a fence, and you had to open the fence by going inside. That Toy Freddy animatronic, whatever his name is, and it never says that anywhere. And like that's the portion of the game where I'm like, yeah, absolutely, that was complete garbage. There's no instructions to say how to open the gate, which gate you're supposed to open, and that you have to be inside of like that Toy Freddy guy to open it. All that stuff together. That was the part where I'm like, without context, I don't need context to figure that one out. What's so bad about that one? Just. And if I were to play the game, and if I were to actually understand the context, imagine how much worse I'd realize the game is. Oh my god. It just like makes you think. Anyway, we're gonna be playing this game now. This game called NE5 that we all hate. 49% cheerleader is sticking the kite, and a SoulCandle. Gonna try to be cutting as long as possible. The dungeon is here. Panda letting us know where the basement is. Very nice of Panda. Cipher machine is almost primed, which is interesting because I started this cipher like 15 seconds after the game started. Yeah, we're at the same deco. That's what I thought. I assume people ping that for Blink, but honestly, I'd rather not. I find it really confusing. Like, it's so easy. For me, personally, it's really easy in my kite to just keep walking forwards like this and then check and still running forwards. Like, I always do that when I have, like, an in-between break where I have to, like, run from one area to the other. I always do that, you know? And it's not a big deal to do at all. Personally, I never understood what was so hard about that, but people apparently say Cyber Machine Prime for that. Personally, as a kiter, it took me a long time before I realized that's what the use was. I think it was until, like, I don't remember. Someone was, like, letting me know, oh, Psyche, ping Cyber Machine Prime when Blink is up. And that's when I, like, realized, oh my god, so that's what it means? That's why people randomly say Cyber Machine Prime, like, halfway through? Like, now it all makes sense. Wow, we're so screwed. We're actually, like, grade A certified screwed. Please just swing or do something. Thank you. That's so annoying. I'm just gonna have to rescue her. He perfectly timed the bomb so that it's gonna blow her up. If I rescued later. I should have just rescued sooner and then it wouldn't have blown up. But what most bonbons do is they wait for the bomb. Okay, what am I talking about? That's actually literally what every bonbon does. I'm just not thinking straight in the head. That's what every bonbon does. They put the 5-second bomb, then they swing immediately. What was different there is he didn't swing right away. He didn't swing right away, so we were at like the 2-second mark instead of the 3-second mark, which is a big difference. He still would have been fine. I still should have rescued sooner. That was really bad by me. Play Barmaid next, XOX. Thank you so much, Nico. We'll play Barmaid next. I really appreciate it. Oops. Oh my god, I just wasted my heal. I wasn't looking at the screen. Alright, as I look at the screen, I'm like, oh, let go, and then I heal myself up. And, yeah. Thank you so much, Nico, for the donation. It's okay. We're probably not gonna need that self-heal. Like, really? How do you miss a healing calibration? But anyway. Yeah. Maybe he also was reading a stream chat, you never know. Maybe he has his own stream chat to read. 83%. We are literally dead. I mean, I guess at least I made the rescue. I should not have gone down on that rescue. 15%, 17%. We are grade A screwed. Yeah, we are grade A screwed. We could rescue. We could rescue, and we will die. We could risk both of us dying. In fact, one of us is dying for sure without tide trip. The only thing rescuing does is risk both of us though. If we don't rescue, we lose as well. At 3 ciphers, there's nothing we can do really. We just went down too early. Did I have oh, I had a donation before this. Let's go check that out. I read Nico's donation before the other one. Hold up, give me 1 second. Good luck on rank. My mother's pro gaming. Thank you so much, Joy, for the luck on rank. It's already going pretty bad. I think we've lost every single match except one. I think we won 1 match so far. He hit the chair? No, he didn't hit the chair. 98%. Oh well. Well, good thing he's the one with his self-heal, not me. Something's in my throat and I'm gonna die for it. World's longest donation music, I swear, man. I never got around to changing that. You want to surrender, Panda? What time is it? 8:03? I feel so bad. Whatever. You know what? Let me think. Did he have a self-heal? I actually don't remember anymore. You know, because they both go down on the rescue. Someone's gonna have to pick themselves up. If it was the acrobat picked himself up to help the entomologist, then yeah, he wouldn't have self-heal. That was really bad. You need a new rank team. These are just random screaming. And I don't have a rank team. Let's see, how are we doing? Am I right? Yeah, we have lost every single match besides that one. Nothing new though. I remember I used to be able to hit top 35 just from a single rank session because we would always do well. Like the average rank player was genuinely really good. So, not much we can do nowadays. Fine, we'll open these essences. We're not gonna get anything good anyway. I already know this. I never get anything good out of 10, 20, even 30 essences. We're just gonna open them up and there's not gonna be here anything. There's not gonna be anything here. Gonna open up the alcoholic essences. Breathe, sniffle. Try for the seer accessory? What's seer accessory? Oh, we already got it. Oh, well this is a skin. Okay, I assume we already got it. That was fast. You need to use it? I'm not even gonna play Seer. No one asked for an owl. That's why I don't play Seer. Oh my god. Alright, let's look at it at least. I'll look at it at least, alright, bare minimum. Oh my god, he puts it on his head? I thought it was gonna be on his back. Alright. Alright, I see what you mean. Alright, I see what you mean. We're gonna play one game of this. We have to play one game of this. Yo, he's not even wearing it. He's not even wearing it in the... Oh my god. It actually fits perfect with the skin too, with the white skin. It matches. That's crazy. What if I put it like something like this? Oh my god, that is so bad to look at. Oh my god. When he's missing his hood, there's just like this space between his head and the earphones because there's supposed to be like a hood there. But see, when he has the hood, it matches. But that's hilarious. What is this? Oh my god. Everything about this is so wrong. This is so bad. Why are there so many B-tier Seer skins? Now that I think about it, there's so many over the years. There's like the New Year's one. There's the Christmas one. This one is the Christmas one. Oh, I don't think you can ever get this one again. Can you ever get this? This one's pretty cool. I actually genuinely like the skin though. There was this one. There was this one. They released this one with the Which one was this? This one was like a very odd essence. It was the same essence that like it had the photograph for A tier, the one that I wear currently. Like this one. It was the same. Oops, wrong character. It was the same skin, same essence that had this character in it. And there was like this weird thing where I hated looking at all the B tier characters because there was this weird thing with them where they were designed to be puppets. To look like puppets, so they had this weird thing around their mouth to open up like a puppet, and it just made all the characters look so ugly, and the only ones that don't look ugly are like the A tier ones, because they really minimize the look, the puppet look on them. What was the S skin for this season? What was the S skin? Oh, I can't remember. There was, which S skin was for this? That was so weird. And then I also remember it was the same season where this skin, right here, this skin was in the logic path. And it's like the same idea. Because you could see like the clockwork like thing on his chest that's like turning. That's supposed to be the same idea. It's like this thing that's like turning slowly on all of them. I think it's on Photographer too, right? Oh shoot, am I the room owner? I forgot to start the match, you see. He has it too. Sorry, SoulCandle. I forgot. This is why I'm never room owner. Even when I'm not streaming, I'll just be sitting there for like 2 minutes thinking about the match that just happened. And I'll just completely forget to start the next match. It's like you look at the little girl accessory. What's the little girl accessory? Did I get this one too? Did I get the little girl accessory too? Oh, that's so cool. There's just the floating balloon. Oh, that's so cool. We gotta wear this. Are all the accessories like this? That one I'm definitely keeping. I'm not gonna keep the seer one, but that one was really cool. It's not gonna be cool when I'm gonna be trying to hide though. That is not gonna be cool. In fact, you know what? For that sole reason, I'm gonna have to take it off eventually, but it's nice to think about. Are all the accessories like that? It was the Wildling Hero skin? Oh yeah, you're right! That was when Wildling came out! Like, it was so weird looking at all the characters. When you look at the S skin, it was like the same idea. Like, it's like the pig is like a wind-up. Oh, that was such a weird season. Wildling, the worst survivor ever added in the game. This is what made this essence so memorable for me. It was like the whole clockwork thing was so cool to look at. And then it was also home to one of the worst survivors ever added in the game. There has never been a survivor worse than Wildling when it was first introduced in the game. Maybe like Priestess. Maybe Priestess compares. But yes, Priestess was one of the worst when she was first added in the game, believe it or not. But man, Wildling, worst character ever added when he first came out. And they didn't fix it for a long time either. He used to have negative 40% decode. He started at 0% rage. There were other things about him too, but I'm only listing out the main things that changed him. But yeah. At some point they randomly nerfed Wildling, which was really uncalled for. Whatever. I have a feeling that it was because people in tournaments were just using him to get a guaranteed 1-hit now, because he would be unchaseable. We have to play Barmaid this match. Hopefully I don't die instantly. We're wearing an anime skin, so if all goes wrong, I can always blame it on the anime skin. Imagine playing the game 5 years as free to play, and then the only SQ you own is some ugly skin like Wildling or Breaking. Oh my god, that's crazy. Yeah, for me, it's not that I get the ugly S skins. For me, what's annoying to me is that when I get my S skin, what always ends up happening is that it's an S skin for a character that's not new. It's not like a character that just came out 90% of the time. It's almost always an S skin for a character that's like already out, but it's either like a Call of Abyss essence, which, you know, I appreciate the Call of Abyss S skin. That one was really cool. The Ripper, that was my first ever S skin, Call of Abyss Ripper. Plus, it's limited, so definitely gonna take it. But then there's like other ones that I like nowadays. I don't care for any of them, any of the S skins that come out nowadays. They're like anything that's from a crossover, or what was I saying? I'm thinking about how it's so weird we're seeing Clown, or like those random skins that are like filler in between character releases. Like every time there's an essence between for our character releasing, and it's not a new character in the essence, they just add a skin that's filler for some other character that's already out. I've never cared for those, and for some reason I always get those kinds of S skins. S skins for characters that have already been out in the game before their first release. Like, and this goes for a lot of S skins that I've gotten from essences. There's like the Ripper S skin for Call of Abyss, which I'm grateful for that one. That is the difference though. The First Officer S skin from the anime crossover, I've gotten that one randomly. I will say though, the Entomologist S skin, when Entomologist first released, Amazing skin to pull when she first released. That was really cool. I also found out what happens when you already buy the character. And because you guys know when you unlock the S skin for a character, what happens if you already buy the character? And then you get the S skin, because the S skin will still give you the character unlock, even if you already have the character unlocked. So what happens to it? I think it gave me like a couple hundred fragments. I think that's what it did. When I already had the character unlocked. So that was pretty cool. It happened like after I already bought it in small. So it gave me a couple fragments. A couple hundred fragments. So that was pretty cool. What was the First Officer S anime skin? I think it was Danganronpa. I can't quite remember. It was Danganronpa Part 2? Or was it Persona 5? I can't remember. I think it was Persona 5. Yeah, it was Persona 5 because it was an upgradable skin. I really like those skins, by the way. Still my favorite crossover because you can upgrade them and actually make them look cool. Regular crossover skins I absolutely hate. Absolutely hate. Every single one of them. The only ones that are cool are like the Hunter ones because they're actually different from the game. But the crossover Survivor ones, they just don't fit the game. The Survivor skins just don't fit the game in my opinion. They just don't look good. What made them look unique and cool is the Persona 5 upgraded skins. That's what made the game look cool and fresh and separate. Didn't just make them look like a different universe of the original character. Like, all those crossover skins for, like, I don't know, for all the characters like Doctor and Gardener, they just look like as if you made a different Identity 5 game and those were their default skins. There's nothing special about them. It's just because it's a crossover. Not because they actually look that much more special or anything. That's why the Persona 5 crossovers were my favorite, because they made the characters look cool and unique, and they were memorable. They were memorable to look at. Same reason why I've always liked the Hunter skins more than the Survivor ones, because they're memorable. Even the ugly ones, even that Lizard S skin from whatever crossover that was. Don't get me wrong, that's really ugly and it looks awful, and it doesn't fit the game at all, but hey, he's memorable at least. He's at least memorable. You know, all things considered. Why do I have a feeling that the moment I give her the drink, he's gonna infinite rocket? I get a bad feeling that that's what's gonna happen, so... We can do it like after, but right now I don't feel like it's really particularly worth it. I had a feeling he's gonna do it through the pallet, so I'm not even dropping the pallet. Not gonna drink the drink yet in case he chooses to like immediately charge after me. Now we're gonna drink the drink. Because you know, I'm not the target, so as long as I don't give him a reason to chase me, he won't chase me, so it's fine. Anyway, I think we have the time anyway. Sorry, I don't have a drink for you. I can't make drinks while I'm injured. It takes too long. It's like this. It takes way too long. Yeah, but now there's not much I can do. Unless he just straight up misses, which almost happened right there. No, can't do anything about that. Let's see. Let's see what he's doing. I need to keep an eye on him while I'm making this drink. I can't make the drink and not keep an eye on him. Even now, it's risky. It's risky, but we're just gonna finish it since we're this close. There's a pallet here, but... Oh, this one is still up, actually, so this is a great pallet to be at. It'd be nice to give the drink to, like, Cheerler or something, but I think I'm gonna drink it. Fortunately, we don't have time to do that. Oh, boy. If he comes after me, this would really suck. It's not after me, and we will get the drink off. So I'm safe to do the cipher. Kind of safe, still don't want to give free hits, obviously, but it's not like we have much of another choice. We don't have a super good area to do. He is going after the cheerleader. Just heard him crash, so it's a good idea to know kind of where he is and what he's doing. Like, did he crash in the middle of nowhere, or is he going after something? You know, that kind of thing. That's an infinite rocket. I wonder if it's even... Maybe we could, like, fool him. Maybe he'll, like, break the pallet or something. He'll, like, do all this kind of stuff. Just waste his time in general. It's working quite well. It is working quite well. But now we're just kind of trapped here. Perhaps this was a bad idea to run, because now he's just gonna wait until he can rocket dash. He's probably gonna go on the reverse side, but there's nothing I can do here. Maybe I could like use the drink or do something, but I'm always gonna get cheered here. I know it's gonna be able to rescue me after this. So you know what? Instead of using that pad, I should have stayed on this side. But there's a problem with it. There's a problem with doing that, staying on the pallet with the window, is that if I try to go around it on the window side, he could just vault the window easily, and he'll just trap me like that, keep vaulting it back and forth, so I couldn't do that either. I guess I'd have to go around the shorter side and then come from the window side. That would be a better idea. But then it's kind of like the same problem. I'm kind of back in that Rocket Dash mind game, but at least it would give me a better chance, right? Per GB. Per GB Merca. I keep forgetting to turn this option off. Well, we're not gonna look like this. So, oh my god, I hate when my hair looks like this. It's so bad. Some days it decides to be extra silky and just fall apart. Well, we're at a point of today's stream where there's nothing I can say about these matches. Like, people just go down instantly and shampoo commercial type of day. The extra silky hair, you're right. Like, you showed in the commercial, it like looks all so perfect and just it doesn't stay together, but at the same time it sticks together. It's like sticking together in groups. And it's just like shiny for no reason. It just doesn't want to stay in place. Cause that's how non-oily that shampoo makes your hair. It's so non-oily that it just can't even stand up on its own anymore. Oh my god, you're right. You're absolutely right. Gosh. Is there gonna be some wicked backstory I have to read about here? Yep. Oh, there was just like a here. I mean, guys, it's no wonder they put Geisha as this crossover's main skin. I mean, come on, she looks like a prostitute. Isn't that what a Geisha is? My customers usually come to me, but we run into a special case. The new customers in this. Thank you for saving me, Match Found. You know, my mom actually told me that. There's like this movie on Netflix that appeared, like something about a geisha. I'm like, oh mom, look, It's Geisha, has Geisha in the title. And she's like, oh, did you know that Geisha actually means like prostitute? She's like a prostitute? I'm like, oh. Like in Chinese culture. Oh my god, man. Oh boy. We've come to a point where I don't think there's anything I can play that could make this better. Like, what could I possibly play that could solve this issue right here? Play beef, obviously. When in doubt, play beef. Still shocked this was the clamp show, the inside of clamp. I don't even know. A collab is a collab to me at this point. Psyche, today officially marks my 3rd year of joining / playing Identity 5. Welcome, no, congratulations. I don't know why I said welcome. Welcome back for coming back, I guess. You don't think geishas are prostitutes? I don't know. That's what my mom said. Aren't geishas Japanese entertainers? I'm sorry. Maybe it's not Chinese, maybe it's Japanese, I'm not sure. Something's gonna be off there, maybe. I do apologize, but I don't know, something along those lines in some regions of the world. I don't know. Are they Japanese entertainers? Alright, let's see who the hunter is. Not that it's gonna matter. I'm not gonna get chased first anyway. Oh boy, thief. Why are you jumping on that side? I'm on the other half. Oh boy, and we lost already. It's like when I see Wu Chang. It's like, oh, come on, we shouldn't lose to this. And then we lose to this. It's crazy. Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna lose because of that. No doubt about that. Oh, I don't think we stun him in time. Yeah, we don't stun him in time. I put it too late. That's why I hate that ground flashlight. I hate that ground flashlight so much. Like, don't even get me started on that thing. Oh, you thought. We are actually fine here because he has slow pal breaking. Which means we get a guaranteed stun off here in that case. The thing about that ground flashlight, guys, is if you put it too close to the window, then while they're vaulting the window, they're actually going to go past the window. I've had it happen where, like, I vaulted and I immediately dropped the flashlight. And like, why don't I do that? Because while they're doing the vaulting animation, the animation's actually gonna push them over the flashlight, so it's not on their face anymore. So you had to kind of step back to make sure the flashlight's always on their face while they're vaulting. But then, what that means is now if you don't put it enough in time, then you just get nothing. There's no locker here, unfortunately, so I can't even remove this polarity. I don't even think there's like a locker anywhere here behind these walls. There's a locker over there at that pallet. And then there's like another locker over there at Shad. There's another one over there at Church. Why are lockers so important to know against Hermit, you might be wondering? Because, my good friends, we're actually gonna be able to support her, right? Which is really nice. There's somewhere around here a wall. No! Oh my god! I knew there was a wall, but I forgot that there was a tree! I'm so bad today. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I knew there was a wall, but not that there was a tree. If the wall was flat, that actually would be fine, but oh well. Oh my god, I'm being so bad today. Can we just have people who don't go down instantly so I don't have to do this? Oh my god, I'm just bad. Oh well. We really need a polarity so she doesn't die. Thank you, Professor. Making my life easier. It's like you can just say Asia. I don't know, man. You want to be perfectly honest? You want me to be perfectly honest? I really don't care. I really don't care, it's the honest truth. Like, who gives a damn if I'm wrong by one country? I don't care. Why would you care? You shouldn't care. But whatever. If you do care, then your problem. That's for the TikTok haters. 17%. Well, this game's gone to crap because of my fault, unfortunately. Oh well. I don't even know why I'm going for that brick wall stun. I know the risk. I know the likelihood of me getting that wall ready in time is low because of the amount of time it takes to break, and I still go for it anyway. Ugh. Meanwhile, there's me who doesn't know there's a wall on y'all. You come back to this? What do you mean? Every single match has gone like this. Is this like the same Hermit who isn't remembering to connect the ciphers together? Come here, Professor. This is not a safe spot. Uh-oh, well now he's gonna go after me. Sorry, Professor, I kinda have to do this. Hopefully he's like crawling on the other side of the wall. He's probably not gonna vault in, so yeah. There he is. He's gonna show up right behind that window any second. Nice. That's his special sound he makes. We're gonna force him to come back here. I like this Hermit. Yep, he decides to not even go for it at this point. It's very dangerous to do the middle cipher, but now that he for sure left me, I'm gonna go ahead and do the middle cipher. 56%. And I am gonna switch here in the future so that no matter what the lawyer, even if he disconnects, which is horrible to disconnect there. Why would you disconnect? No matter what, we're gonna have someone. We'll know if I rescue, then he can put Blue, and I'm gonna have Blue gone. But it keeps Professor alive as the point. So then now when Professor does his cipher, and I finish mine, I really need to finish mine, by the way. Then now he won't die when I go for this rescue. So, you know what? That was a good move, not for a lot of reasons. That was a good move. I'm okay taking this hit here. This is not a big deal. In fact, he just completely missed. That's kind of embarrassing. He's gonna do the polarity at the door. Or here. That's fine too. That's alright. That's alright. All of this is a waste of his ability because the cipher's primed already. So what this means now... Wow, he's still committing abilities. Okay, the thing now though is I have to I flywheel too late. I'm just off today. Oh wow. That sucks. I actually would have made that. It was good in theory, but so annoying. That was such a waste of all his abilities and he gets away with it. There was another way there. All the Professor has to do when he primes his cipher, this is what I always do against Hermit, you guys should always be doing this against Hermit. If you are dead in one sheer damage hit, to the point where you will not be able to pop the cipher if the rescuer takes a hit, with the same color where you'll die, what you have to do is you have to leave the cipher like 98%, enough progress so you can remove the polarity off of you and change colors. Or just go in a locker after it's primed. There wasn't like a locker super close to him though, so... He should have left 98% so that he can switch colors for whatever color I have he can switch off, so that way he won't die. But because he took off connections, it means that the only thing the Professor can do is actually go into lockers, so... Closest locker to him would have been at God Corner. Yeah, I guess he could have removed this polarity. I'm not really sure what that lawyer wanted from me by saying you're on your own. Some people just senselessly say it when they get pissed off. Not necessarily because there's something I could have done about it. Even if I flywheel, because at the end of the day, when I flywheel that chair, a smart hermit will purposely try to hit me so that the decoder also goes down at the same time. So again, the only way we could really fix that is like we could stall the rescue, we could flywheel it, we could get it, but at the end of the day, as long as Hermit knows how to do math, he knows that by hitting me, he'll kill the rest. He'll kill the decoder and the rescuer at the same time. What I do know is that I don't think we can afford to let our randoms fight it. It's not a good idea. What would happen if they removed You're on Your Own? There used to be a ping called Thank You in the game. And they eventually removed it, and then a few months later they added You're on Your Own. Play prisoner and force Hunter to pursue you. He's not a good cutting character, and he doesn't provide good deco for his downsides. I know it was a joke, but for the people actually wondering why. For people who actually like genuinely wonder. Like, why not prisoner? You know, Mindsight's a little too weak. You know, prisoner could be decent, right? No, not really. He's just a lucky guy with, I guess, a worse ability, maybe? I'm actually not sure. We're gonna use the map here. We definitely seem to be first chase here. So by walking, we're increasing our movement speed faster. We get more movement speed faster. If she drops down this hole here, that would actually be good for us, but she doesn't. She put a peeper down. Very interesting. I'm hoping she wastes a dash here. Because if she does that, that means she won't have a dash for the actual pallet once I'm at it. Oh, I hope I reach it in time. Yes, I do. We need to keep this map out so we're gaining movement speed gradually. This is a peeper Disha. The pallet boost will protect me, so I don't even need to really look back if I don't want to. We do make this because of Lawyer's Vault speed, though, which is really nice. Now, she could eventually dash on me here, and that's perfectly fine. That's unfortunate, but it's alright. It's whatever. It is what it is. At least she doesn't have blink. I'm actually gonna wait here. We're gonna pick up this butterfly to stop that dash. Beautiful. That's exactly what we like to see. We're gonna head to ruins now. I think this is a good idea. And the cheerleader support. She just needs to not get hit. And stay close to me on top of that. Looks like that's not going to plan already. Now I am gonna use this, and then we immediately have a window boost to cancel it out. Cancel out the slowness, so that's really nice. We can actually see her perfectly with the map. But I don't know if we're gonna make it still. Probably not. No. That was a good Kai. Decent Kai. It's gonna be hard to screw up a game like this. Mercenary already finished his cipher. We already have our 2 people on their ciphers. Only way this could go wrong now is that I go down instantly after its teleport, which is actually very likely to happen against a hunter like Isha. So we have to be careful here. We do have the full movement speed. I remember when Lawyer first came out, people told me, oh, if you hold the map when you vault, you actually get double your vault instead of just 1.5, which I was like, no way that's true. And then after a while, I realized it also counts for movement speed too, and I was even more shocked. She's gonna dash on my left. It's not even worth it. Or on my right. I really want to try to hold on to this map as long as possible. I want to be in an area where I can transition to, oh my god, that's perfect. Now I can pick up this butterfly and I can keep surviving and I'll be in perfect position. Now by the time that cipher will be primed, I'll be able to go to hospital. In fact, they're going to have it down, they're going to have it ready right now. That's going to make things complicated. The map is actually not a bad ability here in hospital. And late game. Late game especially, knowing where the hunter's going when they're playing a change target, so helpful. So helpful. In rank and tournaments, he does have full presence now, which is a huge negative. Huge problem now. I'm actually expecting her to come after me, so I'm not going to do that gate. So bad though. Unfortunately, we have the wrong person doing the gate. Let's see, this is my only option here, and I think I die. Ah, yes! It was such a risky pallet to have to pallet stun on, but we don't have a choice. Nice, grab the butterfly. We have to just get behind tall walls here. It's no point trying to use pallets. Tall walls is the key here to make her suffer. Oh my god! Wait! Are we actually gonna get dungeon? That was a pretty lucky that when I dropped the pouch, she didn't swing there. And it was pretty lucky that the dash failed, but oh my god. I'm pretty lucky the dungeon was there. That whole ending sequence was not, I was not playing for that. I was just playing to be like, okay, I'm just gonna drop the pallet. If I die here, I die here. It's okay. Like, I already did my job. I'm just gonna play it, like, not risky anymore. I'm just gonna play it safe. The safest thing I could do is drop the pallet, and you know what? If she hits right through, then I would have died regardless, right? But it actually worked out. Actually worked out really well. Oh my god. Whew. Should have just been going Lawyer in the first place. I forgot about it. There definitely isn't a good decoder before. There wasn't a good decoder kiter before. Like a decoder who's also not bad at cutting. It was just like Composer. Which, again, he was not bad. He definitely wasn't bad. But I really like the gimmick of Lawyer as well. I really like the Lawyer gimmick because there's no like charge up. There's no charge up. And he's really like a Mind's Eye. You guys would be really surprised what you can do with a Mind's Eye ability like that. Like, I know people crap on Mind's Eye a lot, but every time I play Mind's Eye, there is something I can do with Mind's Eye that I can never do with every other survivor. And that is the fact that I have to stand still at certain kiting areas to see which direction Hunter's coming from. Like, in that situation on Upstairs Hospital, I wouldn't be able to loop it in like a circle as much as I did right there. I would have had to immediately go up the stairs and just run up the pallet immediately. And that's probably what the Geisha would have done as well, because she knows I have to do that to play it safe. But instead, because I'm a Lawyer, I can see where she's going to. I can go in the opposite direction. I just buy so much time just by walking away from her. Very underrated ability. Something that I felt Lawyer did very, very well before his buff. And that he didn't need the buff to make Lawyer good, but it definitely makes Lawyer much noticeably better. Maybe not much noticeably, but the longer your kite goes, the more amount of time you're getting like that bonuses from. And first few vaults, it doesn't matter that much, not gonna lie. First 30, 40, 50 seconds of your kite, you're not gonna notice it. But after a while, you'll start noticing that, like, wow, because I'm able to vault this window like half a second faster, it means I'm able to reach the pallet half a second faster. Combined with the movement speed, I'm also able to reach the pallet now with the movement speed like maybe a second, 2 seconds faster. That's 2.5 seconds of free distance when you add it all together. So It's really nice. It's really nice. It's not like a game breaker by any means, but it's really nice. Cause yeah, when he first came out, when his buff first came out, I wasn't saying that. I was saying that like, oh, it's not gonna be that great, and then I was trying him out, and there were a lot of times where I was just barely making pallets and windows that I previously wouldn't make, and I'm like, wow. Like there are times where like, okay, I'm expecting my kite to be over at this point because I've played other survivors. I know how long the average survivor can last without abilities in a certain area against a certain hunter. So at a certain point, I'll be like, okay, I die here. All right, I accept that. I already did a good kite. But with the lawyer, somehow the kite keeps on going because I'm able to make stuff that I actually don't expect to make normally, which is insane. So yeah, there you go. When lawyer uses the map to travel vault over obstacles, his note-taking speed is doubled. They also include movement speed, which is crazy, which means on your kite you should be holding your map as often as possible so you're getting movement speed faster, which is really nice. Psyche's third eye opened and gave him ducks. No wonder you were getting lost as lawyer's revenge, for real. I should definitely play lawyer more often because I do believe he's a very, very solid character. It just makes me nervous to play lawyer on Tato because when Tato, I would play lawyer on Tato and then Tato would be upset because then they go Black Queen. Like, you know, I can't blame her for being upset. Like, I'd be upset for the same reason. You go to like Prospector and no wonder they're gonna go Blood Queen and then you die. Do we really have a choice when other people are dying instantly? Moonlight River Park. This is not super great. But it is what it is. I feel very shaky today. I feel very shaky today. Like I'm not focused. Like I'm gonna be moving my joystick. You know, maybe I might let it go. Maybe I'm gonna run too much into a corner. I might get stuck on like an object or something. It already happened on the Hermit kite of Steve. Like on my kite, I got stuck on those benches. We're lucky he even missed his polarity on the bench. Because I would have been fine. I actually would have been fine if he hit that. But because I kept walking to the benches, I wouldn't have been fine anymore. So that was very lucky. I'm okay starting here. I'm okay starting here. I think. I don't know. In my experience, I find that forward stop is kind of iffy. If it's something like Geisha Wu Chang. It's much more hunter dependent, and at least here I might have some more options. It does make it a little bit easier to approach me though, so that is a downside. Like, I don't know honestly which one's better. If it's like Wu Chang or Geisha or something, like obviously not spawning forward stop is a wiser decision. But at the end of the day, I feel like I could just spawn between 10th and forward stop and that would be just as fine instead of me spawning at 2-story now immediately having to use my window boost. I also don't have good options for window boost on that side of the map, so it's going to be a huge downside. Maybe I should have thought that through a little bit more, but here we are. Gonna see how it goes. I don't know. Don't let go. Don't let go. It is Pickaxe Hunter, so I'm not that worried. He is kind of a mad hunter, so there is that thing. Okay, that kind of sucks, right as I say that. Wow! In my experience, that wouldn't count as damage when I play this hunter. Wow. Wake up call for Psyche. Oh boy. I'm actually gonna go down instantly here. This is really bad. I'm actually gonna go down here immediately. Almost immediately. Wow. Well, I'm playing really bad. I don't know why he did that. He should have just gone for a basic swing. That would have just been better. He could have just gone for a basic swing. Oh, also I'm forgetting to use my map. Like that. He should have gone for a basic swing like that. But I played that so bad. There were so many times where I didn't realize that it would actually count as damage, so I should have never gone for it. I didn't realize. I thought I'd be able to drop in time without him removing the pickaxe in time. That's the only reason I was dropping those pallets, because I was thinking, okay, I can drop it right before he can remove the pickaxe and walk away from it. But no, I was wrong. I was very wrong. It's so annoying. He actually just went for a basic. Not much I could have done about that. No, don't take a hit. Oh, thank you, Jello. Thank you for not taking a hit. The average mercenary probably would have taken a hit right there, not gonna lie. I played that so bad. I just gave him 2 free hits at the start, thinking that I'm gonna be alive. I was not. I haven't even gotten blink out or anything. He also has that instant ability now, which is gonna be so annoying. Oh, I messed up. Oh, he used his blink. Oh no, why did you not elbow pad sooner though? Spam the rescue, please. Keep spamming it. Oh my god, I'm alive barely. This is really bad. Keep in mind, he doesn't have his instant ability. He doesn't have instant pickaxe throw. No, I'm getting stuck! Oh, I knew it would happen. It happens. He has his instant now. He doesn't actually. Oh, he does. Oops. Should have played better. I'll avoid it, but I'm dead here though. Again, I should have just played it better at the start, guys. That is my fault. Okay, at least he's being unreasonably greedy. I didn't realize that was gonna do damage those first 2 hits. This seems to be one of those hunters where, like, once you figure out where he's gonna be, once you figure out how fast you can remove the pickaxe, then you're gonna be like, okay, you're just gonna walk away from the pallet every single time. That's what I should have done. I keep forgetting to remove this. I hate the ghost. No, don't search it, just. Is he really out of items already? It's like people like this, like, you don't even try to avoid the purple area. Did you even try running a good route? Oh my god. Like, what is these, like, this, on the other hand, like, I beat myself up for being so bad, but then when I die and I look at how other people die, it's no wonder we're losing every match. Because they're over here prioritizing the ability. Alright, they prioritize the ability. They don't even dodge it. At least if you don't dodge it, at least don't take a basic hit on top of that. At least I was doing that much, but that's like bare minimum in my standards. And by my book, if you just dodge the, if you're not dodging the ability, but you're still dodging the basic, to me that's still below average kite. And the craziest, they still can't do it. Like, that's the insane part. SoulCandle. That's SoulCandle disconnected there. So bad. That was so bad. I think Gardner is still dead. No, she's not dead. Thank God. I don't know if we're gonna be able to tie. That's a pretty good start though. Jello's already off to a good start though. This is a good start. That was Jalel. I think he's Jalel. I forgot who he is. I think this is Shark Guy, I'm pretty sure. SoulCandle, where are you running? Oh. Okay, good catch from SoulCandle there that he's going backwards, but that was a little close. I don't think he makes this win though. He has to use another. Does he? Whew, that was close. I was worried he might have to use another speed up there. Alright, good. I thought he was about to do the same thing that Gardner did and just ignore the area. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually really interesting to know. I don't know if you guys just picked up on what happened there, but because this pout is going at an angle, and he didn't throw it at the wall that was going at an angle, it means that the wall is actually slowly splitting itself away from the vault the farther she gets into the vault. So when she first does the vault and he removes the pickaxe, it would hit her. But because she finished the vault on the other side of the pallet, because the pallet's going at an angle, but the wall's going in a different direction from the pallet, when she finished the vault, the pickaxe actually didn't do any damage. That was actually pretty great. But whatever, now I have a better idea how to counter something. This was like the first time that someone was removing their pickaxes on time, and I didn't know he could actually do it that fast, so that's good to know. Okay. It's okay, next time we'll do fine. I feel if I didn't stand still there randomly, I would have vaulted the window before he ever has his pickaxe up too. That sucked a lot too. I just randomly let go. Yeah, we should have tied that game. I don't know why SoulCandle randomly decided to run backwards there. Makes absolutely no sense because if you were to just look backwards to see the hunter silhouette when a hit happens, you would know that the hit happened at first station. It wasn't like somewhere else. Is not bad. I don't think he's that great, but I don't think he's that great, to be perfectly honest. Still don't think he's that great. You have to remember, I'm still convinced that we only took those first two hits at that first chip hit at 2-story was because I stood still randomly. I think we would have been fine had it not been for that. And then after that, when he threw the pickaxe at the wall, I should have just left immediately and gone to the other pal. There was a different pal right behind me. I only threw it down thinking that I'll be fine. That I can still live without him hitting me, but I was not. So that's another mistake. That's another chip hit that could have been easily avoided. A third chip hit I could have avoided, I think, by not dropping the pal. I think it happened 2 times that game where I dropped the pal thinking I would avoid it and I didn't. 2 times there. Which really stung. I can't go lawyer. Why do I have this one? I always have a dedicated magician build that I never ever use. I always forget it exists. Interesting. We'll spawn here actually. No! I don't know why patient's spawning there. Okay, maybe he just doesn't know how to use the area. But reception's actually the best place patient can spawn. Or church, or shed, those are all fine, but I don't know, maybe he has like a plan there, maybe he has a route I don't know about as patient, but I thought Psyche said buy my book. I was like, bro has a book. What's up, Mikey? What's up, Curtin? Actually would have been fine that game. What kind of hunter is that? Is that a Wu Chang? It is a Wu Chang. Interesting. like a book. Come follow me. I'd rather he goes after me than the lawyer. What's the key here? We actually don't even need to use this window. Sorry, not this pallet. We can just use the window instead. I don't think I pinged it fast enough though. It must have been very close to someone. It must have been like at shed or something, because anywhere else he would have, or charged, but anywhere else he would have had to charge up his umbrella longer. Didn't give much time even. He's back. Oh, it's Priestess. Okay. He doesn't have his umbrella up yet. He'll have it up like about now. There we go. It's a 30-second cooldown. Okay, so that he threw it and then he switched to it. He didn't actually use it. He just threw the first version of the umbrella where he could like choose to switch to it or not. And then he actually switched to it, so. Just because you hear one umbrella doesn't necessarily mean he used it. But it does mean it's up. And that he will not be able to use the umbrella for a good bit. Because even if he returns it to himself, it's still a 5-second cooldown. Which is important to know. That was a great portal from SoulCandle. Led right into the window. But at the same time going through the church. He will have his teleport right about now. I'd like to miss a calibration to see what he's doing, but at the same time he had SoulCandle, so it was kind of awkward timing. You think you know SoulCandle? Yeah, SoulCandle is the guy... You guys might know SoulCandle as the guy who plays Feaster a lot in rank, if you go up against him. He does play a lot of Feaster. Even I'll go against him sometimes. It is a little bit odd that we're at 3 ciphers remaining. There has to be a... I almost wonder why I didn't just go for the window. I don't know what that was for. I guess he thought I'd go for the pallet, but I'm looking back so I can see him teleport. Maybe he'll go after me and I'll be like a nice bait, which will buy us some more deco time for the rest of our teammates, but he does not go for me. There has to be another server that's almost done. There's no way we're at 3 servers remaining with this long of a kite early game. There's no way. He has a blink. There's also no way I can make this rescue realistically because of Soul Siphon. So it's better to not even go for it. It'll just give free damage. I'm sorry, SoulCandle. It feels really sad. At least it can be like a good bait. Maybe he'll like use his umbrella or something. But yeah. As long as we can keep it on me and not on lawyer. There's that cipher that was almost done that we've been talking about. Okay, there we go. So there we go. That was the cipher that was almost done. That's really bad though. The good news is with the lawyer's veteran bonus, even if he gets double hit, I think he'll be able to reach it in time, unless he gets bailed on top of the chair. Ooh, that really sucks. I don't even think it's worth using an illusion here, to be completely honest. Like, we'll use an illusion and then what? Then we just get hit right after. Oh well. At least it's not by basement, you know? We'll be able to make this rescue. There's no chair here, there's nothing here. So it's perfectly fine. I'm not too worried. It is Soul Siphon mode though, which means the lawyer will have to sneak in through. He does sneak in through. He is on the patient, which is... hopefully it doesn't go down immediately. We'll be able to reach the cipher fast enough. Okay, yeah, he does. does survive that little bit that we needed him to. But now we're gonna need Lawyer to check the map and make sure he's not gonna switch forms. Does he not have a map? Not a wise choice from this Lawyer to just keep doing that gate. Looks like the not wise choice is gonna pay off though. If Slumber's not gonna switch or do anything. Oh man. Turns out if I had just gone for it, we actually would have been fine, ironically enough. He's just gonna bait me. We actually make it. Because he just uses Soul Sap and he has no other form of catching up. We do make it out. I believe, look at this, we're right at the edge. We should make it out. There we go. Oh no, I didn't mean to ping that! Oh no, I don't know where dungeon is! I meant to say Hunter is here. I don't actually know where dungeon is. Oops. Well, he's not going for it anyway. No hooks. Oh, okay. Well, at least it didn't matter. Imagine if dungeon actually was there at back day, imagine. And then he's gonna be like, Seki, why didn't you ping sooner? Seki in chat, I can't stay long because I'm on mobile data, but good luck with the ring, Seki. Thank you, Lemon. Have a good rest of your day. I think that's the end of the ring today. Okay. At least that's not a bad match to end it off. It's okay. Okay, I don't think I even need to update the win-loss counter. I think you guys all know what happened during this ring session. I lost my mind in this ring session. Seki, I got Dragon. Congratulations, Timu. How long did it take you? Why are there so many losses? A lot of it was just randoms dying instantly. This one I take accountability for. This one was my fault, but... This one, I could have just not gotten double hit on the rescue, but it's just a small blunder. We really just need people to not go down immediately when Hunter switches targets. Same here, we just had a Mind's Eye against Clem, nothing she could do. This game we had person go down early, and then on top of that, 2 people went down on the rescue, together at the same time. They went together and they both died together, which is crazy. No one made the rescue, by the way. I had to go do that rescue and make it. This... Ugh. I don't know, man. I remember this was the cringy flywheel game when this prospect randomly did a bad flywheel for no reason. The fact we keep losing to this Hunter. It's sad. Oh well. I don't know if you remember me, I haven't matched you in a while, but I'm a gamekeeper guy. Okay, I definitely would not have recognized you on stream, but thank you for telling me. I do know you as the gamekeeper guy, yes, I have you friended as gamekeeper guy. I would forget you otherwise. You're like the gamekeeper guy who always wants to do 1v1s. Well, not always, not recently, but anyway, but I'm watching your stream right now. Thank you, Skirter. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the stream. Is she doing a different pose? I swear she was not doing that pose before. It's like a horror game. It's like something's odd here. Okay. This is a very interesting story they got here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your days. Well, when you say it like that, it sounds like we're about to die, Snapple. Hope you guys have a good rest of your days. At least the ones you have left. Yeah, now she's doing a different pose. That's crazy. She doesn't want to do it anymore. Impossible. Oh, we found it. Okay. She just changes every once in a while. IDVO horror game? That's crazy. Oh, do I actually have to do something here? Oh. It's the cute bunny. What even is this? Is this a bunny? I don't know what that is. Yippee! Alright, that's pretty cringe. Leave 3-5 likes to obtain 10 fragments. Okay. We're leaving lots of likes. Look at all these free likes. Yippee! Yeah, I could have sworn that was 4 likes before I got my fragments there. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, she has the same frame as me. An OG player? Wait, no, this is just a bot. This is a bot who stole my frame. That's crazy. A bot stole my frame. I'm gonna miss you, Luca. What is going on here? I'm also gonna miss Psyche. Psyche going crazy, be like... Okay, it seems like the ping is better today. I'll do one match with the hunter guy today. Let's see. I don't know. A part of me wants to say that there's potential with him, another part of me says he's just not that good. Because I can believe it. I can believe he's good if like, he could just barely clutch those quarter hits in. The problem is, it's just too easy to just leave and go to another area, even without any abilities. We could have done that as Lawyer. We could have done that as Lawyer without any abilities. Imagine Sparrow who does have abilities. Imagine you throw a pickaxe on a wall to try to set something up and then Patient just walks away and hooks away to a new area. Imagine all the time you'll have to spend just walking up to them. You'll have to sacrifice a pickaxe just to speed up to them. It just sounds so bad on paper. It sounds good on paper, sounds so bad in reality. He's very mind gamey too. You could say the same with with Wuche. And it just doesn't work because at the end of the day, you could just wait last second like I was doing with that Wucheng. Like if he ever soul siphons, like that's the common thing you'll see with Wucheng. You'll see him soul siphon and then he'll like go back and forth around the pal to try to trick you to drop early. I just never do it because I always know he can just, there's just nothing he can do. As long as you're patient with the pallet, he just swings too slowly. It doesn't really work. You know, I've been wondering as well, why don't they give him the ability to go through walls when he is attracted to his pickaxe, and any wall he goes through, he leaves behind a purple corrupt zone? Like, wouldn't that be pretty cool? I think that'd be pretty solid. Oh yeah, we just get countered here. If you're ever in a situation where you're just in a bad spot against this hunter, there's always the option to just leave and then use your ability. You know, maybe I am also using my pickaxe too soon, like removing it too soon, but at the end of the day, it just sucks too. That was good. But at the end of the day, a more experienced player like Gray, we got the chip hit on her this time, but let's be honest, in the future, she's just gonna be more careful next time, and it's not gonna work this time. Oh, this is actually a free hit. So like, again, like if she knew that it'd be that easy to cover all the walls, then she wouldn't go there. I have a feeling this is just gonna take time. Like, yes, maybe it'll be good for a little bit, but again, we'll just go back to this hunter being bad as soon as people figure out, hey, this area will always have walls surrounding it. Just not gonna go there. That was actually a mistake. I should have put the pickaxe on the chair. mean, we're not doing bad. We're definitely not doing bad. We at least won't lose. Which is, it's a decent upgrade. From last game. See, now it'd be like a, it would be so nice in this situation if I would be able to like use the pickaxe to like phase through walls. Like now I'm stuck behind this pallet. Oh, I just straight up missed. That was actually a good move from her. Unfortunately. Good gameplay. You just can't beat good gameplay as this guy. That was very well played. Maybe we can go for like an instant. But it's gonna be hard. He definitely feels like he suffers a lot from support. Besides just having weak chase, he dies to support, I'm noticing. He's like a clerk. Does anyone else feel like this? Like he's kind of like clerk where he's... The difference with clerk is that clerk is great in 1v1 situations, but... depends on survivor, obviously, but... In this kind of situation, like... What was I to do there? You know, as long as she goes in the open, little girl keeps using pages, there's not much I can do there. It's like just a worse version of Clerk, basically, who is worse than 1v1s as well. It feels like, at least. That's what at least feels like, are my initial thoughts. Oh my gosh, she's getting stuck? That's really solid. No, he's going out of the open. He can't win. I mean, even if we knock down the seer right here, there'll always be Gravekeeper. I should be able to get a hit here, right? Yeah. Here we go. I'm having a hard time seeing this guy be like a top tier hunter for these reasons. Supports, general 1v1 troubles, pickaxe, when he travels his pickaxe he can't go through walls. Just all feels very weak. That was okay though, that was good. Because of his mobility we're able to keep up, you know? That's good. Wow, it's so hard to see where exactly he's going, because some of these dirt tracks look exactly like his main dirt track. It's hard to tell sometimes. I should get this accessory. Honestly, it's really hard to tell what exactly he's doing here. I might get this accessory just because it'll be even harder to track it. Because like, when it's like, I always try to use no accessories on it because I find it's really hard when it travels in his own dirt path. But some of, oh, he actually got it open. But some of this dirt path looks exactly the same as like the past dirt path he makes. Like the current one and the past one, like at least with the other accessories, either it's more obvious which one's the main dirt path, or at least even with no accessory, the main dirt path will be a mound, while the non-main dirt path will now look like a mound. So as long as you see a mound somewhere in his past dirt path, you'll know even when he's going backwards in it. That one is really hard because his past dirt path looks like the main hill portion, because it's like, that's so interesting. It's actually really hard to tell what is exactly where he's going there. When he's going backwards, it's hard to tell what's the one he's in and what's the the annoying animation that he made. Yeah, that escape was definitely surprising. Again, I feel like this guy's just gonna die to either both solo kites destroy him, as long as the survivor has a decent ability. And a support especially, because when you have support, you can more often go out in the open. That's exactly how he dies. So, alright then guys, that's gonna be the end of the rank stream, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Really bad rank stream, but hey, what are you gonna do? The Hunter character design is cool. I gotta hand it. I love the character design. It's really cool. So they definitely nailed it. I'm glad it was good there. Definitely nothing wrong there. Just such a shame of a Hunter. Come on, Naze. This is like your biggest moment of the year. When you have like the story mode event going on, everything going on. And the Hunter's Day Maker just C tier at best. Maybe comparable to like Wu Chang. With enough mind game, maybe you'll barely get a tie, but it'll be a surprise if you ever get a win. That's what it's feeling like to me so far. Still haven't done a Novelist stream, so I gotta do that sometime. New Novelist seems actually not bad. I can definitely think of a couple times where I rather have the Hunter on one side of the pallet than me on the other side of the pallet. So like, let's say we're at like outside Moonlit Coaster, right? First stop. And I'm behind those two pallets next to Moonlit. I guess I could show you guys what I'm talking about right here. I could definitely think of a few ways that Novelist will be decent, and it's not going to be just a merely gain distance. I'm thinking more. Something you'll hear me talk about a lot. Something you'll definitely hear me talk about a lot is being on the certain side of a pallet or window. What do I mean by that? Basically, when you're on a certain side of a window or pallet, it makes it easier or harder to transition to better kiting areas. So if the Hunter corners you on the side of a pallet where you're stuck on the edge of the map with nowhere to go behind you, that's obviously going to be hard to transition from when they break the pallet than if they were on the side with the wall facing them, like behind them on their side, and then you are on the side of the map where you have lots of ways to go. So imagine if you swap the roles, basically. It would become a lot easier as Survivor if you could always make it so that the Hunter's on the preferable side. So I'll give you a nice example right here. This is a very common example here. I'll often have this happen with the Hunter. I'll have him follow me. I'll often have the Hunter go here, right? But I don't want the Hunter. I don't want to go on the roller coaster too soon, right? So what I'll do here is, this is literally what happened last game. I'll do this, right? Where I'll throw these pallets down, but here's the thing, the Hunter has me pinned on this wall. There's nowhere for me to go. If they break this pallet, yes, I can go here. That's the best place I can really go. Definitely not going to go here because it's going to pin me even more, right? Because think about it, if I go over here, and now I'm even deeper in a corner. So the goal as Survivors is try to dig yourself out of corners and put the Hunter in the corner. Now, technically, if I were to be able to get the Hunter on this side of the wall, like right here, if I were to get them to follow me, let's just imagine the Hunter follow me on this side, and then I vault this pallet, and then they broke the pallet from that side. Amazing, because now I can reach this roller coaster. But Hunters know about this, and that's why they break the pallet from this side, so it's harder to transition. So if only there was a Survivor that could just magically switch spots with the Hunter, put them on the bad side of the pallet, and then you take a roller coaster like that. So I've always been talking about, like, it's just better to have the Hunter in a certain side, at a certain place, at a certain time. At a certain pallet. Did that even make sense? No, it didn't make sense. It's better to have the Hunter in a certain place sometimes, because it makes it easier to transition. So That's what Novelist is. That's what his essence is all about. You're trying to... When the hunter has you in a corner, stuck against you in a wall where the good areas are behind the hunter, you can't just run past the hunter or else it would take a hit. You can just switch spots, put them in the very awkward position, and now they don't have much to go for. So... That's like really the big thing. That's like really the big thing. There's also like another situation. These situations I think are a little bit more situational. But like, let's say you're at corner house, in the back of corner house, and you're trying to use that pallet. Not the good pallet, the other one that's like more in front of corner house that can be used, but people don't use it as often because it's easier to mind game around the corner house, right? If Hunter tries to break that pallet from the better side, where you'll be trapped in a corner, you can switch spots and have them go in the corner, and you're now on the corner house stairs side. In like situations like that. Ironically enough, the best use of Novelist is not like necessarily last second, though can still be good. Instead, it would be better to get hunters in a position where now you're able to transition into a good area that you previously would not have been able to go in. It's definitely going to take some theorizing. Like, this is not something I can just jump into with Novelist, with stream for you guys, and be able to use them perfectly. You have to think about this stuff. You have to go over it all in your head, be like, okay, in all my 5 years of playing this game, where have I noticed that it was a pain to transition out of when a hunter put me on this side of the pallet? But if I ever went against a crappy hunter, they broke the pallet from the wrong side, I'm suddenly in an amazing position. And when you play the game for long enough like that, you'll eventually know every single situation. It's like he's just hiding so the stream is longer, he doesn't like 2 of us are listening, honestly. I definitely do not like his old skills better. This new skill makes him much more of a first reliable kiter. His old self was gimmicky and requires there to be another person, a pal stun there for you. It was just a fat waste of time with not much gain on either side. This, though, you can use your brain. And you could be like, okay. You could specifically make it so when the hunter has you pinned in an unfavorable position. This is a great example. We have a great example right in front of us. I didn't even think about this until right now. Very, very common. How many of you guys are stuck in this area right here? On island. Oh no, he's trying to do crazy stuff. Let's try it. I'm gonna try to like fake this so that it's more believable. Let's try to pull the hunter on this side. And like, let's say you're approaching island, right? No, don't leave me. Come here, come here. No, he's doing crap. So this would be a situation of like the hunter, like right here. Look, if he breaks this pallet, I'll be cornered. But now we can switch spots with him and go to the good area where I'm no longer cornered. This is the stuff I'm talking about. This is the situations where like you were pinned against a wall in an area where you had nowhere to go. And now you could switch positions, so now the hunter's in the position where now they have to break the pallet. But if they break the pallet, they're going to get you so much distance. If they don't break the pallet, you're also going to get so much distance. And the speed bonus on top of that you got from that is just the cherry on top. And just prevents you from being stuck in situations that you otherwise would be definitely in a very, very bad situation if that were to happen. Now that I think about it, that situation that just happened, that I just showed off, it just came naturally, right now. I just thought of it literally right as I saw it. Because I've had it happen too many times where I could just look at the area and I'm like, oh god, this is why I hate this area. Novelist fixes that. Come here, come here. I need you to come here. Hopefully he chases me still. I'm not sure if he will. It looks like he's going after the doctor. So if I could just get this guy on me, the AI hunters never work, but... Let's say I'm in a situation, I'll just show it anyway, and just you guys just gonna imagine that the hunter's on the other side. How many times have you guys found yourself like vaulting this corner house window right here, or like falling down the hole, or doing something like that, and you want to use this like pallet over here on this other side of the house? You want to use it. Oh, he's going after me right now. Dang it, she actually wasted it. It's okay, I can reset it. How many times have you like been in a situation where like maybe the hunter is following you from this side, right? The hunter's trying to mind game you, like you being a good survivor are very diligent to make sure the hunter's not gonna come from like trick you, right? So you're gonna stand right here so you can easily see the red light, or you can see them right here. In either case, you're gonna be able to barely make the pallet as long as you're patient. And like you can even use this basement to your advantage and actually cut off a little bit more. But do you guys see the problem here? Once you reach this situation and they break this pallet, you have nowhere to go. You got this corner here, and the best place for me to go in my experience is to go over there to those two pallets, which is actually not that great. Because obviously you're still trapped against the wall. Imagine if the hunter's on the other side of this wall, and I could just switch with him, so that now the hunter's on my side, and I go on the hunter's side, and look, now I can go back up the corner house stairs, where otherwise I would have been pinned down and cornered, and the hunter would have forced me into a bad area. And now I'm able to transition to, like, oops, I let go of the joystick, I was trying to get out the way. But, like, imagine, like, you could just do that, and now you're able to transition to, like, over here. Over here would be decent. You know, he gets his guaranteed pallet, he has to break it. And it allows you to slowly make your way to, like, Graveyard, which is, like, the main place you want to go on Moonlit, Ever Sleeping or something like that, you know? It's harder to find examples on Ever Sleeping because it's generally easy to go around every pallet, but I guess here's another example. Maybe let's say the hunter's on this side. They're on the Geisha house side, and maybe there's no pallets on this side of the map. Maybe the best move in this situation is to just switch with him and put yourself on the Geisha house side, so then I can go back upstairs. I don't find that that's a good idea. I find that place often corners you and traps you. So I found it's better to go over here. Anyway, so not necessarily something you want to do. But like, I hope you guys see what I'm trying to do here. Here's another example. This is actually a decent example. Let's say hunter's coming from like over there or something, or maybe coming from this hallway right there. You could drop both these pallets, have the hunter come close enough, then you switch with them, push yourself on the 11 side. 11 is right over there, and you put them in this crappy corner that now they have to deal with. If I could just get the hunter to come here, that would be perfect. It's gonna be all about positioning. This is gonna be a survivor that's gonna be all about positioning. Like right here, let's lure him over you. Like right now, if I were to switch after vaulting this pallet, let's say he followed me all the way over here and I vault this pallet and then I switch. That would be a horrible use of my book, because I just put myself in a bad area and him in a good spot, because now it's gonna block me out from those good pallets. But if on the other hand, if he were to come from like that side of the map or like this side of the map, he would just follow me, and I would vault this pallet, and he would follow me from that side. I would switch him, put myself on the good side of the map, where he was slowly cornering me. It's gonna take some practice for sure. You have to, you have to even kind of build a route specifically for Novelist. Which is really interesting. You could get so much distance if you know how to use it properly. It's like, yeah, I'm disappointed the stream wasn't a turkey stream where you dressed up as a turkey while eating a turkey. You guys come up with some crazy ideas. Let's see, is there like anything on Arms Factory? I can think of probably a couple examples. Do you even have to see the hunter to use the book? Or can you use it like behind a tall wall? I wonder. I've also seen certain situations where someone has chaired. This one's not my idea. I saw this idea from a video, and that's what made me start thinking of all these other ideas of like in terms of kiting. I saw someone on a rescue on Hospital. I guess it could be done on Arms Factory too, technically, because the shed is exactly the same. But on Hospital, I saw someone get chaired at the shed chair while the novice was inside shack, and the pallet was dropped. And as soon as the gamekeeper, the hunter, got close to the pallet, he switched spots so that now the novice is on the chair side, and the gamekeeper's on the inside of shed where he can't protect the chair because the pallet is blocking him. And that's what like gave me the idea, where the idea with Novelist is not to just use it out in the open and just get yourself a random speed bonus that doesn't get you anywhere. Like, yeah, great, you switched spots with the hunter, didn't do anything. This is how you're going to be trying to use Novelist. This is how you're going to be trying to use it. Trying to put the hunter in very unfavorable spots. So bad for the hunter that it just gives you so much distance just from that. And it's crazy to think about. You just have to think about it and find it. You just have to find the places where he can be used like that. I think Lakeside could have a great example of this. I think Lakeside on 11, like those two pallets near logs. People call that logs. Some people call that 11. The logs area with those two pallets. Sometimes you don't want to be on the inside of logs. You want to be on the outside. So let's go into practice mode for anyone watching. I want to go into the let's have the what's it called, the Nightmare Hunter, to kind of show this off. I know the Nightmare Hunter will chase me, so that's nice. His assist is worse? Not at all. I don't feel his assist is worse at all. If the hunter's chasing someone, and again, same idea, if the hunter has him in an unfavorable position, you can kind of switch spots with the hunter and pull the hunter away from the survivor. In a position where now the survivor and the hunter are divided by like a powder, like a wall or something. You just have to think and realize where are those spots. So I am gonna have him go Nightmare here. Because if it's Wu-Ching, Wu-Ching knows where you are at all times. Geisha, her spot always changes, so switching spots with her may not help that much. Feaster is fine, but he has this insane ability that no human has the ability to do, which is to body block pallets perfectly with the tentacle, which is not really fair for what I'm trying to demonstrate here. So we're just gonna have a hunter who... The hunters always know where you are on this, when it's a Nightmare Hunter. It's also gonna be kind of hard to get to the right area, though. In fact, I think he spawns in that direction. Yeah, oh well. Whatever. Hello? He left me? He'll probably break this pallet once I get close enough. Oh! He's actually allowing me... This is how not to play Hunter. He went around the pallet just to allow me to get to the good side. Because now I can go to the logs. So obviously this is a bad example, but let's say it's something like Wax Artist. Oh, why is he going around? Okay, this is exactly what I was saying not to do. Like, this is the position I want to be in. Okay, good. Now he's going back on the other side. So imagine he's trying to corner me. I switch with him. Now I'm on the side where Logs, and Logs is like kind of an unstoppable force at this point against this hunter. Could I have cut it at Logs longer? Yes, but the problem with using Logs like that from that side is that it would force me... Wow, he just kind of teleports to the window once he's close enough. The problem with Logs in that situation is it would kind of force me to use both the pallets instantly. Because he's got me on the inside of Logs. And when I'm on the inside of Logs, it means I have to take more distance to get to the windows now. As opposed to just switching there, I have now him in the cornered area of Logs. And I can reach the Logs area. The Logs with the windows, that is. So, not a great example there, because since it's Nightmare, I could honestly just keep using the pallets there. But think about it. Let's say this was a Nightmare who just brainlessly broke every pallet he sees. Eventually, after I use those two Logs pallet, I would be done for, right? I use those two pallets. He's got me on the inside part. I would actually have to do what I did there, now that I think about it. Because if I don't, if I think about the future of that kite, right? Because assuming he has fast pallet breaking, he would break the pallet immediately. I would have to immediately use the next pallet, right? And then after that, I won't have enough distance to make it to Logs anymore. Because he kept me on the inside of Logs. He kept me forcing to stay inside of Logs and not on the outside where I can much easily reach the windows, which is Nightmare's downfall. So that is like something... Mandy, did you delete your Discord account, by the way? I was checking my friends list and there was like a deleted user on there. I think it was Mandy. I think it was. Are you the same Mandy? No, you're not the same Mandy. Okay. Alright. Sexy can't cancel as many skills as he did before? Maybe. That part I don't know about. I'm not sure about that part yet. I don't think skills is the important part. I think the important part is the positioning. If you put them in such a bad position, their skills won't be able to help them. Unless it's Geisha. Which is tough at that point. At that point, you have to use it more reactive. You are the same person... But I didn't delete my Discord? Oh. Okay. I guess it was a different Mandy? I don't know. Alright guys. I'm gonna call the stream here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll definitely have a novel stream. I'm definitely more interested now in Novelist than before, so... I think there is potential here, and honestly, I wouldn't surprise if you guys see him in tournaments. I'm calling it here. I believe this is eventually going to be a tournament viable character. I do believe it. I believe this, genuinely. From the way you could switch positions like that, any survivor with a lick of game sense and knows has, well, not a lick, but a lot of game sense. Someone who's played this game for years and years and knows when they start to go down, when the kite starts going south, is the portion of the kite where the hunter is cornering them gradually. And that's just how this game works. Eventually, you're gradually getting cornered and cornered into a worse and worse area, because at the end of the day, hunter doesn't have to break the pallet from the side you want. They can break the the pallet from either side they want. Sure, they have to spend a little bit of time going around, but it puts you in a worse position so that they can eventually kill you, and it's worth it to spend that little bit of time to force you in a bad area. Doesn't that overall kill you faster? And I believe survivors will pick up on this, and they're going to pick up Novelist because they're going to realize, well, now that I'm slowly getting pinned down, all this time that the hunter spent pinning me down is just wasted because we switched spots now, and now I'm once again in an amazing position. Hunter once again has to go through the gradual process of gradually getting the survivor in a worse and worse position. So I think there's serious potential with Novelist, just like I believe that Airplanist is an underrated survivor, just like I believed Thief was an underrated, just like Lawyer, all these characters that should have been used in tournaments, but just needed their time, and eventually they were used in tournaments. I believe Novelist is going to be heading through a similar path. But by far, the biggest buff by far for Novelist. Not necessarily that they changed his ability, just that he starts with a book. Thank you, Naiz. Thank you for giving him a book at the start. Finally, that's what he deserved. I'm so glad. And again, it doesn't even take that long to charge up the book. You have to look at the hunter for... I'm actually not sure how long you have to look at the hunter for to get a new sketchbook. Stand within 13.5 meters of the hunter and face them to begin gathering information. After gathering enough information, metaphor can be activated to switch places with standing within 11.1 meters of them. That's a pretty far distance. That's a pretty considerably far distance where you can switch spots with them, as long as you can see them. If there are any other stars within 12.6 meters, metaphor's range is reduced to 6.8 meters. So it looks like the devs already are thinking ahead of the support potential with him. So I do think there's serious support potential with him. 6.8 meters, noticeable difference. So gotta keep that in mind. An additional 2 seconds, but it doesn't say how long it takes for the metaphor. So like now I have a question. Now I have a question for the devs. Since you start with a book now, when you gather information for technically the first time, does that count as a second use of the book? So it's going to take 2 seconds longer to gather information for the first time? Okay, I'm not saying he'll instantly be used in tournaments. Like, this is not going to be something where people are going to instantly be using in the moment he gets buffed. It's very rare that something like that happens. Thief wasn't either. Lawyer wasn't either. A lot of characters weren't immediately used when they first came out. Composer wasn't used immediately either. He was too laggy for tournament use as once banned. That's an ironic reason to use it. So I am gonna practice my mess it up though. We're just gonna go Nightmare Hunter and just have it be a Nightmare, I hope. It's gonna be kind of hard with a hunter who has fast pallet breaking though. Whatever. I want to see. I could easily do this with like my alt account, honestly. Like just have my alt account be the hunter. But when you use your book once, does it mean that the second charges? I remember the old one used to be like 8 seconds, something like that. 8 or 10, 12 seconds. I don't remember exactly. Oh, it used to be. I think it used to be 9 seconds, and each one was 3. But the first one was 9 seconds. Oh my god, this is our random map. Okay. This is our random map. I didn't even notice. So the I don't know where Nightmare spawns here. We might already be at a bad spot. Where the hell is he? Oh my god. So I am gonna... Oh, I don't want to use the book yet. Now we'll use the book. I just want to start getting information. Oh wait, how am I gonna time this? How am I possibly gonna time this mid-kai? I just realized that. They mess with the AI too much. Why does the AI go around every single pattern window? That's not a good thing for the AI to do. Why did they change that about it? Are you gonna break that? That's why I didn't want to vault too early. Yeah, that was not a good thing to change about the AI. We're gonna get like a nice window boost here. I know it's an AI, so he's gonna follow me around it, but normally that would not work. Like this, if the hunter ever goes around and they follow you, like this, Nightmare being Nightmare. Can I cancel this? I wonder. I was hoping he dashed in the middle. There's no way I'm gonna be able to time this mid-kai. It doesn't even give me like a warning that it's gonna take 2 seconds longer. It doesn't say anything about it. But even reactively, this ability does not seem that bad. The 2 second 50% boost is significant. You still take damage? Well, shouldn't it stop his animation from hitting me? That's the thing, though. That's if it still does damage to me, then how is he still moving when I use the book on him? Because for him to take damage, he'd have to keep moving. So, does he still keep moving while I'm using the book on him? That would make no sense, because I feel that this is a specific hunter. Nightmare is a specific hunter. His ability is linked to his basic hit. His skill damage, but his skill damage is linked to his normal attack, though. It's not the same thing. Well, it is the same thing, actually. My bad. It is the same thing. Now, a normal hit would stop the attack. But yeah, if it was a Ripper, that Foggy Blade would probably still come out. The Spider's Web Shot would probably still come out in time. I don't know about Nightmare, though. If he jumps at the same time you use the book, would it also stop his jump? It should. It should, because it stops his main body. And his main body is linked to his skill. And his skill is linked to his normal attack. Obviously not a good example for this kind of hunter. You're never going to see Nightmare, but... I feel a better example... I feel a better situation to test this in is, like, let's say Violinist is throwing a violin note, right? But he throws a second violin note, right? And it's taking time to move. And then while it's taking time to move, you switch spots with the violinist. Obviously that causes you to stay still. What if you're standing still inside of where the violin note is going to make? Like, be created. And on top of that, let's say the violin note is created right before you switch spots. So not after you switch spots, before you switch spots. Because I assume the violin note should still be flying since it's finally disconnected from his body. Right, so it'll be flying to where he threw it to before. It has to be like before the violin, before he creates the second violin note. Because the book will obviously stop him from doing that, from creating it. But also like before he switches spots. So you have to use the book after he throws it and before it lands. For us to test this. You've taken damage using the book. Alright, so like while you're staying still and the hunter is stuck, maybe they threw out an ability and then the ability is like ticking down. Like maybe a time bomb, for example. Like a bomb. It's like down at like 1 second about to explode and then you use the book. You'll still take damage in the book while you're switching places. I assume that's what you mean. That's not the important part. I feel that would have happened before anyway. I don't think that's that important, honestly. But anyway. It seems like a very insignificant part of Novelist. If anything, you can still kind of do it. You just have to dodge the ability first. You cancel the jump, mid-jump, with the Nightmare Tools. That's pretty cool. Okay. Anyway, this is not supposed to be a survivor where you use to counter skills. This is a survivor where you figure out through common sense and game knowledge where are you going to get cornered and where is the better position to be in at the moment. So I'm actually going to, you know what, I will bring in my alt account here. I do want to test this. How long is it for each one? It doesn't say how much is the first one. So like, I don't know how much these... How am I supposed to know how much is 2 seconds more if I don't know how much was the first one? So we're going to test that right now. How long is it for each book? So the first book should take 2 seconds less than the second one, then the third one, then the fourth one, then the fifth one. The fifth one should be where it hit its max. Unless you gathering information for the first time already counted as using the book for a second time, which is kind of weird. Still waiting for somebody to say, alright guys, this is the end of the stream for the third time. I'm really curious now, because this is an important detail. How long does it take to charge up the book? That's a big deal. So I have an idea of how long I need to be looking at this hunter and what can I realistically get. It also gives me information as a hunter about how long can the novice look at me before he'll get his ability back. Because when I play hunter against novice, that's also what's killing me. So I don't know that specific detail. we're gonna have Stinky here. Be the hunter. Stinky will be the hunter, and I'm gonna count how long it takes to do the book thing. Oh, I get essences on the alt account too. Let's see if I get anything on the alt account. Alright, I'm gonna open the essences on the alt account. Let's see if I get anything. Oh, it says you cannot change your answer once you submit. Okay, that's what it said. I think. I don't know. I didn't read it fully. Alright. First, let me see what I get from the essences. Okay. We got 11. I'm just gonna open 10. Got nothing as usual. Oh, I got the earmuffs on the second account too. That's nice. And nothing. Okay. Let's go ahead. I can't do anything on this account. Let's do it on this one. So Psyche will be the novelist. Stinky will be the hunter. What I like about this new novelist as well is that rage and desperate fight and all these things is no longer gonna impact novelists, because that was another big problem with novelists. Like, you got 5 seconds of book, but did you really? Not actually. So I'm liking it. Before his adjustment, they had to stare for 8 seconds. Alright. Good to know. So first I have to use the book, because I already start with one. Which makes me curious. Does using a book count as gaining +2 on my next cooldown? Or does gathering information count as +2? Like, because if the book it counts as adding +2, then that means when I switch spots and I'll look at it. Look at that, I already gained a little bit just by switching. Alright. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 8 seconds. Okay. This next one should be 10 seconds. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 seconds. The cooldown is insane as well. Only 8 seconds. This one should be 12 seconds. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, 12 seconds. So eventually it'll cap out on 8 seconds. So the highest it could take is 16 seconds. So you could get the book quite quickly, quite a few times. Like the first 3 times will be quite quick. 8, 10, 12 is definitely doable. 14, 16 is definitely gonna be harder. 12 is already on the edge. So this one should take 14 seconds. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then this last one should be 16. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it should always be 16 seconds. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I was a little bit off there, but it is 16 seconds. 8 seconds! That is really fast considering he already starts with a book. So he can get 2 books with just 8 seconds. And then the third book will only take 10 seconds. I was thinking that him using the book would count as already getting +2, so instead of it being 8 seconds for the first book, it's already going to take 10 seconds. So I was expecting it to be like, okay, first book you get it for free, but then the next one will be like 10 seconds because I already added the +2. But no, it doesn't even add the +2. It lets you have that first book for free so that when you gather information, it's only for the first time. This is another buff from the old Novelist. Old Novelist didn't have to gather information. Old Novelist had to gather information, sorry. He had to gather information so that when he used the book, when he was getting his second book was already +3 seconds longer to get, or +2, or however longer it was. I could have sworn the old one was 9 seconds, and then it was +3 for each time, but I guess I don't remember for sure. I guess I have something wrong. I didn't play Novelist. But 8 seconds for just the first book, compared to, for 2 books. The first book is 0 seconds because you start with it, and then the second one is only 8 seconds. In the past, it would have taken 8 seconds for the first book, and 10 seconds for the second book. That's why I thought using the book would already add +2 seconds to the next book, but it doesn't. Which means not only does this guy just start with the book, it means that his next books are going to be gained faster than the old Novelist when he gets his second book. This guy's second book will gain 2 seconds faster than the old Novelist. This guy's third book will be 2 seconds faster than the old Novelist. And an extra second added, thank you. So it was +3 seconds before. So that was, I think there is very serious potential here. The fact that he can get 2 books just by looking at a hunter for 8 seconds. To give you an idea, it takes about 25 or 20 seconds to look at a hunter for an owl, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Just for an owl. And this guy will not only... If you think about it, this is kind of like an owl. Of course, if you're the one kiting. If you're not the one kiting, it's going to be kind of hard to support someone. But if you're the one kiting, hunter's going to have to follow you, which means they're going to be trying to push you into a bad area. So then when you're in a bad area, you just switch spots and now suddenly you kind of give yourself an out. Because the paladin between you guys, the window in between you guys, before you switch spots, is kind of like that owl. I think it'll be hard to pull it off for windows though, because it is faster to vault windows. But at the end of the day, the point is not to stall them at the powder window. You're going to do that anyway. Alright, they were going to anyway have to vault or break the pallet to get to you. The difference is now, you're going to be on the side where them breaking it doesn't gain them anything. They're not going to be cornering you anywhere. You're just going to be going to a better area after they break that. So, man, there's a lot of potential here. I'm actually kind of excited to play Novelist. I'm actually going to try out Novelist because I think there's serious potential here. It's going to have to take some theorizing. It's not something you can just play and like pick up instantly. You're going to have to, before going into the game, have to think about, okay, where would be a bad spot to get cornered by the hunter, and then for that same logic, where would it be good to use the book? Because so far, the only Novelist I've gone against is like Novelists running out in the open, or like in a situation where they need to react with the book. And it's not bad. It's not bad, but it could have been way better had they realized they would have been cornered. Because when you use the book when you're already cornered, it's already kind of too late. That 50% speed bonus for 2 seconds won't save you. You have to be thinking ahead of time, while the paladin's still there, before they fully cornered you. You switch them so they're in the corner, but like you guys both aren't in the corner, you know? They're gradually cornering you, then you switch spots so that now you can go to the good kiting area, before you get too far away. Because if you let them keep cornering you more and more, eventually there will be a point where you are too far deep in the corner, and switching now won't do anything. Because now you and the hunter are together in the corner. If you are together in a corner and you switch spots, you're still going to be in the corner. So when I say corner, that doesn't necessarily mean you're fully in the corner. You're like in the process of happening. You're at that halfway mark. Think of it like a halfway mark, like a border between countries. Where like once you're past that border, once both parties are past that border, once both the hunter and survivor are past that border, and that pallet, that drop pallet marks the border of where you'll get divided up and you'll be stuck in a bad area. If you don't use the book now, that's like that border. But as long as the hunter's at that border yet, and they still haven't broken that border protecting you, you will still be fine. And that way, when they break the pallet now, you're going to be in an optimal position. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now for real. That was... I feel interested in Novelist. Alright, guys, I'm in the stream here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all later, guys. Take care. This has been Psyche for real. Now, expect the Novelist stream very soon. That looks really fun. Alright, take care, guys.